Not true. We got Mike this way. That in mind. Last time on D&D and Alimar, an intense confrontation between long-lost brothers. Alimar was forced to confront his brother. Elmar. Wow, I got that name all fucked up, didn't I? His brother Rurik, in a fiery confrontation within a gnomish temple. Through thick and thin they fought. The fire raged. Emotions ran just as hot as the flames themselves. What was the party to do? Why, slay their enemy, of course. Familiar relations be damned. Seeking out the master, the party had yet to find him. Or this Rakshasha. Were they one the same, or were they separate? And what was the deal with these gnolls? And what happened to the halflings camped outside? All this and more, probably not this week, but maybe next. Alright, welcome back.
Almost timed perfectly.
Almost. That means you failed. Almost always counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, bitch.
You're the one that left yourself with like 4 seconds of theme left.
Oh, I didn't want to keep it going, so fuck off. I was done recapping. I didn't want to talk about the Treant or anything else. He's frustrated over this goddamn Excel shit.
Well, I don't blame you.
Anywho. So yes, you've just slain Rurik, who's now crumpled body lays in a corner. Part of the room has been just turned into rubble through Belmar's spells. You destroyed the pillars, causing the massive fire elemental that rose from the pit to sink back down below. The party is spread all around, and you see an iron fortress on the eastern end of the wall.
Yep, I'd like
Urfer
to
has limited memories of what occurred. Yeah, I think that's everything.
Yeah, I'd like to search Rurik.
Alright. As you pass over the space where he'd been previously standing, a spell triggers. Clearly an initial trap meant to capture somebody. Perhaps that was what his taunt to Badger had meant when he said, "Come closer." Please give me a Constitution saving throw.
That's going to be a 10.
Messaging me already?
Trying to keep it interesting.
As you approach the body as well, you see one of your companions approach and place his massive morning star upon Rurik's body, muttering a few words under his breath.
Which companion is that?
One with a morning star.
It's me.
The only one with a morning star.
Okay.
You got a 10?
Mm-hmm.
You suddenly find yourself racked with massive amount of pain. And take... This is going to be annoying. I have to pop back and forth between things here. You take 75 points of damage. Knocks you unconscious, and because it's over 50, I need a Constitution saving throw to avoid insta-death.
Oh my god, okay.
This is one way to start a session. You Belmar.
That's 11.
He's the one that walked over it.
He got an 11.
Yep.
You have 2 to the bad.
2 to the bad. Okay.
You all of a sudden watch as a glowing symbol glows fiercely before erupting under the feet of Belmar. You see his body writhe in pain as necromantic energy flows through his body. You can see his form seem to wither as he collapses unconscious to the ground, apparently unbreathing or unmoving.
I pick up his body with my telekinesis that's still active.
I don't think that's going to save him. The energy stopped flowing.
You said
Okay.
there was a glowing, like, rune?
The symbol turned done immediately after eviscerating Belmar.
So it's not active? Okay, I'm going to run forward and try to pour a potion down Belmar's throat.
Alright, roll your health. Makes you feel better. That was meant for Badger, who ran at him and then decided to shoot him instead.
22.
Symbol spell. It's fantastic. Alright, you gain 22 hit points back, Belmar. Jesus, now I got 3 different sheets to flip between.
Yeah, I guess I'll get to my feet. Thank you, Dravok. And I'll make my way back over to Rurik after looking around the room for a moment.
That's it? No comment? Just, ow. Thanks, man.
Think by now you'd be looking out for traps.
Most mild-mannered, almost death ever.
Well, I did say I'd look around the room for a minute.
Okay!
That really just comes across as Belmar gets up embarrassed and decides to walk it off.
Okay, yeah. That's something else, man.
Did Rourke make a comment in previous dialogue about being your brother? You clearly knew each other and were like family.
He
but
clearly
I don't
called him
remember
brother multiple times and indicated similarly.
Okay, I didn't know if that was like a Hulk Hogan brother or like an actual brother, like in game knowledge.
Coming at you, brother.
Not quite sure what your brother was, but he wasn't the Rakshasa we're looking for. Looks like we're gonna have to go deeper.
Yep, semi-distraught. I'm just kind of focusing on the body.
Okay.
Words kind of fall off of me right now.
Someone wouldn't happen to have a heal, would they?
I do, but it's kind of risky.
Baracus moves forward. Stand back!
I'm gonna heal you, maybe.
Risky
Hopefully.
how?
And party wife's do a fireball.
Risky how?
Well, you know, I lost most of my control these days. I somehow gained the ability to heal, which is new. But, yeah, my spell is I'm having a hard time keeping everything in check.
That'll be fine.
Alright, everyone step back. Let's give this a shot.
You're a brave man, Urfer. I seem to recall it not being fine last time.
I have 100% faith in him.
Alright. Cure wounds, 3rd level spell. For 22 points of damage. And let's see if this makes Lawrence happy. Nat 20, it does not. There you go.
So I
the
should be at.
spell effect is doubled.
So Dave got healed for 44.
Yep.
Nice. That shouldn't have happened.
So I'm at full 54.
Yeah. I have you at full.
Baylor's blessed you. Faith in me has been rewarded.
See, I knew you could do it. Thank you. Oh, I feel so much better. I do a little shimmy. Get out the kinks.
Certainly interesting to watch, that's for sure.
Of course, we just start and Laura calls me. Apologies, be right back.
I'll use this time to get another beer.
Or you could just tell me what you're doing since we're not in combat or anything.
Oh,
You know.
I'm going to.
See? That's not too hard to do, is it, Dave?
Alright, well, he hums and haws. I'm going to move forward and start inspecting the porculus for traps.
That's worked well for you.
Slash a way to open. Well, I didn't say I'm going to do anything other than ignore the trap once I find it, but...
Sure.
But I'm going to move forward and... I'll try to be cautious since Belmar just got devastated, but...
It's okay. I would have hurt you guys a lot more if it wasn't fucking counterspell bullshit.
I also was able to let off some steam in combat.
Yeah.
Trevok got to break some stuff, so...
Alright, so I've got Trevok and Belmar, or I've got Belmar standing quietly over the body of his now slain brother. I've got Trevok looking at the iron grate closely. Give me an investigation roll. I've got Urfer standing around. I've got after just being healed by Baracus, and I've got nothing from Badger.
Badger is going to...
Bad knuckles! Bad knuckles!
Can you hear that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh yeah.
That's why I keep leaving.
That's why I see the eyes going sideways. Shit.
I'll approach the porculus.
Alright.
I'm going to look around the outside for any sort of, like, script.
Alright, you're looking for script. I've got Trevok looking at the porculus itself for traps. Give me an investigation.
Mine is... I typed it.
Yeah, I see yours.
Okay.
I was looking for Badgers. Or for
I
anything?
just wanted to make sure.
7.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I'm going to. Hey, Belmar, do you mind if I search your brother's body to see if he has a key or anything that might get us through his porculus?
I'm just going to shoot you a dirty look and start searching myself. Because it's my brother.
That's why I didn't do that.
While I'm doing that search, I'm going to ask aloud. So is he part of it, or just something separate in this whole contraption of yours, oh master of the temple?
Sorry. Belmar's searching. What'd you say there, Trevok? Sorry.
As I'm searching, I'm going to just aloud, like in general, but just So is his brother part of it, or is he just a separate entity in all this? Oh, master of the temple.
Belmar, you find a short sword on him, which occasionally gives a flash of red, flickering aura. Even to the untrained eye, it reveals itself. You find 3 scrolls and 2 red potions. And his cloak seems to give off an aura as well.
Alright, I'll place the sword beside him. I will stow away those potions for a later moment. I'm sorry, how many were there?
2.
3 scrolls, 2 potions.
And the scrolls.
I like the rollback that you did on the spot. Store those potions away for a later moment. Probably use them like 10 minutes from now, but.
And yeah, I'm going to remove the cloak delicately.
Okay. You also find 12 gold coins and 3 bloodstones.
Ooh.
Neat.
Trevok, as you're going through the porculus, you find no indication of traps. However, you also find no indication of how to open it. Badger, you at a 7. You do not find any script around the porculus.
No response to my dripping sarcasm. Alright.
I'm gonna look
Not me.
through the porculus. Is there
I'm not
anything on the?
responding to your sarcasm. No. Master ain't either. Sorry, what were you doing, Brackus?
Looking through the porculus. Is there anything on the other side?
Darkness seems to encompass most of what you can see, though you can see the path seems to continue in a tunnel of all sorts.
I'm gonna mage hand a torch. 30 feet down, assuming the torch can fit through the porculus.
It does manage to finagle its way through. However, 10 feet down, it disappears.
Magic darkness.
Can I look into the darkness and see if I see anything?
Oh, you do? Why is that?
You weren't at the thing.
You're gonna go crowd around the door for what reason?
Because Belmar's a dick.
Fair? Alright, your face sight seems to activate, and your eyes glow with ethereal green energy as they do. And you can see that the path continues for 40 feet before ending in a wooden door.
I'm gonna see if I can just simply lift the gate.
Give me a strength check.
I am going to step away a safe distance.
I
We'll say about 30 feet.
I will say, take a couple steps back, just in case. We've seen how this goes.
I do.
What was your strength?
Something made dizzy.
Nat 20.
Alright, you strike and strain. However, the gate seems to be immovable. A voice booms out. O T T F F S S. What comes next?
I didn't catch half of that because of baby giggles.
O T T F F S S. What comes next?
OTTF.
You're gross.
That's gross.
SS.
All over you.
Yes, Adam.
I'm trying to fix you. I'm trying to fix.
Adam, that is what you heard.
Okay.
Good night, baby. Good night, baby. Companionship. Yeah, baby.
E.
The gate creaks open,
Ooh.
rising into the ceiling.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Say, well, and I crack my knuckles. Finally got one in here.
Why was it E? How'd you get that?
Numbers. 1, 2, 3. Next one would be 8.
I still don't get it. There's like
I don't get it either. Where do you get 1,
Spell
2,
them
3?
out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the first letter of each
Oh,
one.
oh.
So the next one would be 8. E.
no, I got you now.
Yep.
I start to make my way down into the darkness.
All right. 10 feet in, you no longer can see anything.
Do I notice that, like, I need my face sight to...
I indicated that your face sight triggered, yes.
He had specifically told you that your face light activated.
No, I know, but... I guess I perceive that as it's always on, but you said
It's
it...
not.
Okay.
It's a passive activation.
Okay. Well, there's a wooden door down here. After some darkness.
Greyvok, give me a dex save at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Oh, those are 2 stark differences. Disadvantage is going to be a nat 1.
Oh. Okay.
Greyvok dies in the darkness.
Urfer, you're able to see a quick flash of something within the darkness that is not dark to you. And you see blood spurt from Greyvok as he is cut for 23 points of damage.
So I saw a flash of something, and...
You saw something move really quickly, but it was very hard to see, even with your vision.
Okay.
And you see Trevok not really react, and all of a sudden you see a splash of blood fly from him. Trevok, you are sliced by something.
Are you okay? That looks like it hurt. I don't know where it came from.
I don't know where it came from either. Can't see shite in here, but I mean, it hurt. I'm okay, but it hurt. Yeah, I'd watch out for that.
Hold on. Don't Don't move. Stop moving. I think I have something for this.
I'm sorry, come back in the room and start
No.
leaving.
Let's give it a shot. I'm gonna cast Daylight. See if I can break the magical
Oh,
darkness.
Belmar's favorite spell.
Has he used that before? I thought he used something else.
He's used daylight multiple times.
But I'm not there right now. I'm still over.
He's also expended a usage of it in the null magic zone, which was funny.
Yeah.
Well, recalling that, I'm not gonna do that. Scratch that. Never mind. Not gonna work.
Well, it didn't work because it.
It didn't work around the tree end, so you're not going to cast it outside of it?
It was because of the magic mist, or the anti-magic mist.
Oh, yeah, but the null area, did it not work?
Null
No
area.
magic area.
Null
Oh,
area.
null.
Not null.
I heard null.
Nope, null. Null.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, I'm gonna give it a shot.
Oh.
Is that how
Okay.
you pronounce that?
Null? Yes. How have you been pronouncing it?
I say null.
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said null.
Yeah, I'm hearing a little southern twang to that.
Fuck all y'all. God damn. You know what? I'm glad I'm stopping DMing. Maybe I'll never come back.
And a 19 on the wild magic.
Alright, as you cast daylight, the hallway is suddenly lit with fine rays of sunshine. Buck, you can see. You can see about 15, what was it? You move 10, it disappears, that'd be 25 feet down the hall, you see a wooden door. You see no sign of what hit you. You do, however, see your blood upon the floor.
Do I see a pressure plate or anything that I've stepped on?
You do not.
Alright, I apologize. So how do we get in here? Is there a key?
No, I got the riddle right.
And why was it E?
8. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The answer
First
is
letter of the actual number. One spelled with an O, two spelled with a T, three spelled with a T, so on and so forth.
simple.
I don't get it.
1, 2, 3, OTT, 4, 5, FF, 6, 7, SS, and then what comes next? E for 8.
Oh.
Yeah, it took me a minute to.
Okay.
Adam got it, no problem.
Baffling. I would have never thought that.
Me
Once he
neither.
spelled it out, I was like, oh.
Adam got it really fast.
Yeah, which
I
was.
thought it was going to be some discussion, and then I was like, oh, it's E. I was like, shit, okay.
I was like waiting for Ryan to buy in because the baby screams, and then Adam was just like E. And I was like, wait, is that our final answer? And then Lawrence was like, yep.
The temple explodes, you all die. Ha ha.
No, the baby wasn't screaming. She was belly laughing.
Right.
Dave can't tell the difference.
There's a big...
I know. I said Dave can.
But they're just like, right, like, the difference between a baby scream and a belly laugh are just two... one and the same.
It's all baby noises to Dave.
Maybe it should be said then, Dave, that if she says no, it doesn't mean yes.
Yeah, right.
Baby noises.
What are you talking about? Dave's the one that says no.
When she pulls out that big fucking box. She starts pulling dildos out, and he's like, no, not again!
No,
And again with that smile, just like before. He's like, fuck.
How do they know the secret?
Man,
no doesn't count
I
as
shut my webcam off at night, right?
Promise not to
Big
tell.
butters and watchers.
Dave, you just make it easy, man.
I mean, I just
Lay there and take it. We know.
no, I just
Yeah.
think I just think it's funny, and like regardless of if I like argue it, then you guys will just be like, "Oh, well, he's fucking arguing it because
we've beaten Dave into
true."
Dave
Now I
knows
feel
that the
bad.
path of least
like Ashley already did years ago.
Dave knows very well that the path of least resistance is the one with the most lube.
Just astroglide by the bucketful.
I mean,
Just a 55-gallon drum you keep by the bed. You just stick your hand in and just go.
Just gotta tap. It just pumps it.
Alright, Eddie.
Just like spreading it on the bed. It'll cover us both, don't worry.
Moving on.
Alright, I'll try to be a little cautious and keep an eye out for things that I can now see as I continue towards this door.
Alright, give me a perception check.
24.
Alright, you see a very low tripwire on the ground in front of you. And now that you're looking about, you can see what looks to be a prior one that you apparently tripped. As you look forward, you can see that they appear to be set at 2-foot increments. All the way to the door.
The one time we don't have a fucking rogue. Jesus.
You said it's very low?
Very low. Like foot height. Like not stepping, but literal foot height. For all you know, you might have stepped on the last one without noticing.
I'm gonna backtrack and roll something down the hall.
Too bad you don't have an indestructible apple.
Yeah, because you took it away. This would be great.
Damn right.
I'll go back and grab one of the pieces of
I
pillow.
grab Rurik and throw him.
No.
Dark.
I thought about it. Original God of War style.
what are you doing?
Just tripwires at a very low height. I'm gonna roll a piece of rubble.
If you want to trip it, I can just use Mage Hand.
Doesn't Mage Hand die if it takes certain damage?
It's a cantrip. I can just keep casting it.
Do you then? Or about every 2 feet. Start smacking around, I guess.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand and smack around.
Alright, as your hand glides down at foot level along the path, it clearly trips each wire as it goes, and you can see what looks to be a thin steel cable whip out from the wall above it at about chest height. One after the other. And each of them finding a small groove in the wall in which they whip into after striking what would have been one of your bodies if you'd been standing there.
Check if they reset, just in case.
Okay, I'm gonna have my Mage Hand do it again.
No further wires apparently are tripped.
Seems fine by a foot high. I'm not so sure about any other ones, but
Go back to where I was and continue keeping an eye out.
Alright. Give me a perception check.
23.
You see no further issues moving towards the door. I just want to do an HP check. I've got Badger at 98, Urfer at 54, Barax at 31, Trevok at 37, and Belmar at 55.
I'm gonna drink one of them fancy potions. What were the rolls on that, Adam?
3d8 plus 6.
I'm at
Out
22
of
right now.
three this roll. What?
I'm at 22.
Are you at 22?
Because I died and then,
Then you were healed for double, weren't you?
oh, for double.
No, you
I
weren't. You
remember
were healed.
22.
Never mind.
that was me.
You were only healed for 22, right? Shit. I wrote 22 into the damage column. That's why it's all fucked up. Thank you.
Adam, what was the modifier?
Plus 6.
That would be 24.
So I have you at 55 now.
That's correct.
What did you ask me, Lawrence?
I just gave out HP. I wanted to confirm everybody was at what they were at.
Oh, yeah, I
I have you
thought,
at 37.
I thought you had specified something else. I'm also going to drink a potion.
Nope, I just said the path seemed clear to the door for you.
Okay. 27 back.
I have you at 64.
Yes.
And you run to another death symbol. 10d10.
Fuck you.
It was meant for Badger, and then Belmar walked on it. Not my fault.
Well, I mean, it's not like Badger would have fared much better pending rolls.
Was it fire damage? Because he probably would have just left it off.
No, it's necrotic.
Ooh.
But it's 10d10, which could kill him in one hit, but with 98 hit points, his only worry would be the over 50 death roll.
Wait, anytime you get hit for
Massive,
over 50?
massive damage, yeah. It's not, so if you get hit like over 50 in one round, it's not the same. It's 50 in one blow.
Oh.
It's a trauma.
Is that true the other way?
Depends on the beast. Like, you're not going to hit a red dragon for 50 damage and have it go, oh, I die!
That would be hilarious.
Hey, I'm going to take Maximize Spell and just fireball people. Hit it for like an automatic 64. Be awesome.
Lawrence has to make so many rolls.
So are you guys still in that hallway, or?
As far as I know, Treyvok's the only one that actually went in the hall.
Okay.
And I'm checking the door on the other side now.
Everybody else is still watching you grieve or watching Treyvok get smacked. Grieving is a very silent process.
It is.
Lawrence, I'm checking the door.
Alright, as you approach the door, you can tell that it's very old. And even on initial inspection, you can see that the hinges themselves, which are on your side of the door, appear to be pretty solidly rusted. At best guess, you'd say this door has not been opened in a very, very long time.
Check for traps. $21.
You do not find any.
I want Lawrence to just be like, it opens and there's a cockatrice. What do you do?
Run at it!
I charge it.
I shut the door. I'm going to try to open the door.
Alright. Though you get the feeling the door itself is not locked, it appears to be stuck, most likely due to the rusted hinges.
No one else is with me, so I will pull hard.
Strength check.
I'm going to make my way down the hall a little bit while he's yanking on that.
16.
A 16?
Yeah.
Alright. With a loud screech, the door opens about 2 inches.
One more time with feeling.
If only we had some lube.
Jesus.
Bravo, Dave.
Well, it's about a 10-foot walk to the bedroom, Dave. Have at it.
Next strength check's going to be an 18.
Alright. With that, the door pulls open an additional 5 inches. You can hear a howling wind coming from beyond, though the chamber itself beyond appears to be dark, even with your dark vision. Not impenetrable darkness, just dark.
I want to, instead of pulling, I want to push myself into the corner and try to kick it open with my feet.
Strength check.
Just try to position myself better in game.
Yeah,
19.
I like it. With a final heave, you manage to kick the door open enough for a person to walk through. not fully open. The hinges are very reluctant to give. But you've got it about a third of the way open, enough for somebody to squeeze in.
Peer into the next room.
All right, with your vision, you can see what appears to be a very narrow ledge. One, maybe a couple inches across, spanning over a massive chasm, over which you can only see, as far down as you can see, it appears to continue. You can see what looks to be another door on the far side, though there is no landing ledge. You'd have to literally open the door from the ledge you'd be standing on. You can see a series of chains rising upwards into darkness and descending down into the darkness.
How high are the chains? Is it like...
You can't see where they connect. You can see them going up and sitting down. There's one on. There's a series, two on either side of the ledge itself.
I meant more like, what height are they from, like, the ledge itself? Is it?
They're going. They're parallel. They're perpendicular. So the ledge is going across,
right?
And you've got chains going down on either side.
That's what I was gonna say. It sounds like they're like hold on to the chain to move across the ledge, kind of thing.
They are in central on the ledge. They're not at either end.
Okay.
It's just two chains central in the midpoint between the two doors.
Okay. I got you now. I wait for Maracus to get there.
I'm gonna cast light on his sword. You mind holding that up for me?
He's got a morning star.
His morning star. I remember the flaming torch. Sorry, the flame tongue.
Yeah, you got rid of that.
Okay, yeah. So we cast light on your morning star.
Yep. I hold morning star out.
As you do so, the light seems to rapidly dwindle and shrink.
Okay, what did I see in that moment? Before it shrunk?
You see, in that brief moment, you can see the ledge and the chains, as well as a brief glimpse of a door across the way, though the globe of light created by the spell shrinks very quickly, before it dissipates completely.
Have you tried yanking on it?
Yeah.
What up?
Too many times.
No, haven't tried anything other than opening this door.
Alright, scream if something happens. I'll try to pull you back in here.
What's everybody else doing?
I'm gonna walk down the hallway.
Yeah, I basically put myself on follow while I did all that. I want to look for some sort of pressure plate or lever or whatever the case may be.
Where?
Outside the iron door that he opened.
So on the chamber side?
Well, you said it's only a couple inch ledge once you step out.
Oh, you're going on the wooden door. He just opened the wooden door.
Yeah.
You want to step out onto the ledge?
How? No, you said the ledge was only like a couple inches, right?
There's a ledge, yeah, a couple inches across that spans the gap.
So I'm assuming if this is an elevator, which is what I believe it is, as Dave said.
I was kind of joking. It could be, but I don't know.
I feel like it is some sort of... If you got two chains on opposite ends, and a vast chasm.
The chasm itself is maybe 15 feet across to the other door. But the only thing connecting the two doors is a ledge about this wide.
Oh, so you can walk that?
Yeah, you can walk it. It's just you're going to be giving me some rolls.
Oh, that was not my understanding.
It wasn't mine either. I thought it was a lip and a lip. And, like, there was nothing in between.
Nope, there's the small little path that's a couple inches across connecting the two doors.
Do the chains hang on either side?
In the central point of that ledge, the two chains hang on opposite sides.
How strong is the wind?
It seems to be intermittent, but pretty strong at every puff, essentially. And it seems to be very warm air.
I don't suppose I can time it.
Is anybody walking through the door, in the doorway, or are we all standing on the far side of the door?
I'll step into the room.
All right, glowing letters appear to you. Choose your fate, fire or truth.
I repeat that out loud to everyone else. Nothing happens other than the words, right? Yes, I'll start making my way across the narrow ledge.
Give me an athletics check.
$17.
All right. Showing a nimbleness not known to your species, so you make it to the midpoint. The chains hang to either side of you. The doorway cross beckons only another 7.5 feet yet to it. The chains beckon you up and down as well.
And you said it was too, like, the distance is too great to see what the chains are attached to.
You can't. It's way too high up or way too down low. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat your lollipop, but thank you. Go enjoy your lollipop.
Can I peer in? See if I can see anything?
You can certainly peer in, though you can't get a very good angle without stepping on the ledge.
I'm gonna hold on to someone and peer in and try to look up and down.
Don't want to go out there, huh, Dave?
Lawrence, I'm just gonna like Misty Step and then take a short rest. I think that's or Dimension Door. I could Dimension Door.
What are you doing? You're leaning in. Is that what you said?
Yeah, and looking up and down.
Who are you holding on to?
Not Belmar.
Yeah, hold on to Alimar. See what happens. Whoops! I lost my grip, guys.
You do it. Don't touch me.
Long live the king.
I'll hold on to a Baracus because he's celestial, so he won't possibly do anything bad to me.
All right. Assuming he agrees, both of you give me strength checks.
Alignment shift.
And Baracus' Tiefling blood reasserts itself.
What was the check? Strength?
Yeah.
14.
At 20.
All right. Showing great strength between the two of you, you manage to peer out, leaning down and looking up. You can see about over 100 feet up, you can see what looks to be a slightly more solid landing to which the chains apparently connect to as far as you can see, or at least curl over and connect to something beyond it. Looking down below, the very edge of your vision, you catch sight of what looks to be a series of large, you'd guess stone spikes, though it's hard to tell. Your best guess would be some kind of natural formation, maybe? You see no other landings between the two.
Looks like about 100 feet up there's a solid landing that the chains wrap around. And Down, it looks like about 200 feet down. There might be something.
200? You can't see 200.
Yeah, I can.
I thought it was 120.
Pretty sure it's 200.
I thought it was 120.
Book fight.
Surprise, surprise, it's with Dave.
It is 120. You're right.
Good thing I know your class better than you, huh?
Pew 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 pew.
That's
And then about 120 down. It's looks like might be some sharp rocks.
Are you saying this? Like, how loud are you saying this? Are you saying this to me, or just in general?
No, I'm not saying it to you. You already know what's down.
No,
No, he doesn't.
Why would he?
very much not.
He knows there's death down.
No.
Who says there's death down there?
I was saying it so everyone on the ledge can hear.
Saying it quietly enough so that Trevok can't hear it out on the ledge.
So
Okay.
7.5 feet across the ledge, not knowing what's up or down, just knowing that there's chains and a door. You're not letting me know that death is below me, even though I don't know because you're
Who
certain
said
that I
it's
do.
death? That's not how I described it, Dave.
No, that's how Dave is describing it, so that's what I'm repeating back.
I just don't want to freak you out while you're midway across.
He's already across.
No, he's halfway.
Is he? All right,
He's
sorry.
halfway.
My
He's
bad.
in the middle between the chains.
Looking at... Go ahead, Dave.
I'm gonna turn into a spider.
Looking at the door on the other side, is it also rusted shut?
No, I'm serious.
I heard you. You turn into a spider. From what you can tell, it does not appear to be rusted. You're not very close, and you're kind of preoccupied, so it's hard to guarantee that, but...
Well, Dave didn't let me know that the chains are secure to a landing above, so...
Give me an athletics check for standing in the middle for so long.
23.
Alright, you maintain your balance.
I'm going to continue towards the door.
Alright, give me another athletics check.
22.
Alright, you managed to make your way to the door. Your hand grasping the pull ring grants you some measure of stability. Once you're there, the hinges do not appear to be rusted.
I don't suppose, dreaming the impossible dream, that this door opens the other way so I don't have to pull it out onto the ledge.
What are you doing?
Try and open the door.
A voice booms out. To enter, you must answer a riddle.
Oh god. What's your favorite color?
Buddy the elf, what's your favorite color?
A warm gust of wind bursts up from below.
I must answer a question. Do I get to make up the question? Because...
You hear no response.
I don't suppose any of you heard a question just now.
What?
To open this door, I must answer a question. But there was no question.
Question or riddle? There definitely was a question.
Did we see it when he stepped on the ledge when it said fire or truth?
No,
He
he
said
told you
something.
that. He told everybody that.
Oh. What about fire or truth? Isn't that a question?
Just wanted to make sure. I hear nothing but the wind, and I don't know what's down there, so...
Well, I can see...
Don't
I think
answer the
rocks-
question.
I'm telling you, I look down and I can see.
I don't want to know
rocks.
what's down there. I think I'm better off not knowing right now on the other side of this ledge at the door.
I'm gonna go join Trevok.
All right, give me a 2 athletics check to make it all the way across.
I guess
You haven't told me what you did after turning into a spider. Don't raise your hand at me. You said I turned into a spider and have said nothing.
You skipped over me and kept talking to Adam.
This is clearly open play like normal. Tell me what you're doing.
Breathing at Rurik's body. Damn.
All right, I'll let you go, Ryan. Go ahead.
About you, apparently.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to walk all over this session. I'll mute myself. You guys.
No, you don't need to mute yourself. It was just. I was like, I turned into a spider, and Lawrence was like, all right, you turned into a spider. Trevok, what do you do? So I just.
I did not say
I'm a spider.
I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm not trying to. You guys do what you're gonna do.
I'm sorry you feel left out, but this is open. I'm waiting for anybody to tell me
It
what
has
to do.
nothing to do with being open. I said I turned into a spider, and you were like, okay, I heard you turned into a spider. Trevok, what do you do? So I was letting him do his thing.
Okay,
Don't roll your
fine.
eyes. That's what you fucking said.
Of course.
I'll be right
What do you mean, course? That's literally what you said.
Okay.
The fuck?
What do you want to do?
I traversed the bridge as a spider.
Yeah, you have no problem doing that. You don't need to make an athletics check. Where do you want to go?
To the door.
All right. Door. That ledge is getting really crowded.
I stay as a spider form and flip myself upside down and hold on to the land bridge.
All right. You want to do anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. Baracus, what were your rolls?
I didn't roll yet. 16 and 18. Wow. Oh,
All
minus
right.
1. I'm rolling on fire.
As you step out into the ledge, a little more narrow than you expected. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
17.
As you slip from the ledge in the first few feet, you manage to reach out and grasp the chain after only falling 10 feet.
I climb up the chain.
Dangling from your position, you can see your spider companion dangling on the underside of the ledge, while Trevok stares bemusedly at the door. Give me your athletics check to climb the chain.
Wow, 17.
All right, you have no problem climbing the chain, and you are back at the ledge level.
Back at the starting point?
No, at the ledge level. You're in the middle
Okay,
of
the ledge level. Okay. All right, another check to complete the traversement. 16 again.
All right, you give me a dex save again.
21.
You once again slip from the bridge after taking mere steps. However, after somersaulting around to reorient yourself, you manage to grasp the chain once again, after falling 30 feet this time.
All right, I climb back up the chain. For a 14.
All right, you managed to scale the chain back up to ledge level again. Belmar, what are we doing over there? Still grieving?
No, I'm wrapping up a heartfelt prayer to Sylvanas and inspecting that cloak for any symbols.
It does not seem to have any symbols on it, but does, as I said, give off a magical aura.
All right, I'll put that in my bag. I'm gonna put Rurik over, like I'm gonna pick him up. I'll carry him on my back, and I'm gonna pick up the sword in the other hand and make my way to the party.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep, he's carrying his brother's corpse.
I'm not gonna leave him out there.
No, I was thinking more like we should probably figure out where we're going because we still haven't dealt with the Rakshasa.
Well, you stepped away, Trevok. Your spider companion scrambled across the bridge, stood behind you, and he's now attached to the underside of the ledge, staring up at you with his multifaceted eyes. Your other companion, Baracus, attempted to cross, fell, caught the chain, climbed up, attempted to continue to cross, fell again, fell further, caught the chain, and started climbing back up, and has now reached the ledge level again. Urfer, meanwhile, is still standing at the door, who is now met by his friend Belmar carrying his brother's corpse, Rurik, over his back, holding a flashing red short sword in his left hand.
All right.
What's everybody want to do?
I am going to finish my travels here,
Okay.
and I'm going to focus more on my strength and go acrobatics instead.
Did
Like a giant on a trapeze.
Athletics, and it's still athletics check, not an acrobatics check to climb across.
they all get the same words?
Can't
that
you
I repeated to them already?
Acrobatics is dex based. Athletics is strength based. And depending on the scenario, you would potentially be able to use acrobatics. However, here it's not.
Isn't this essentially the same thing as a trapeze?
It's an athletics check.
All right. Uh, 19.
What was it?
19.
All right, you are now gripping onto the shoulders of Trevok at the doorway.
Son of a bitch. Fucking bitch. Fuck.
I will say, well, if the choice is between fire and truth, I suppose I'd choose truth.
Nothing happens.
No. Anybody else got an idea? Perhaps someone else saw a different part of a riddle.
Do I see anything when I come in the room?
You see a series of your companions besides Urfer standing on the far edge of the ledge. You can see Badger as what you assume to be Badger as a spider on the underside of the bridge, and Urfer peering through the doorway.
I'll call out to the group. What's going on?
They're trying to get through the door, but there's a riddle, fire or truth. That's the only thing that they know. They can't open the door otherwise.
I think there was more to the riddle, wasn't there? I'm pretty sure.
Ooh.
That's all I heard.
Wasn't there something about answering a question?
You must solve I didn't hear. Only one person heard.
Adam's the only person who heard.
I relayed what I heard.
I wasn't there.
What did you hear?
I told you both times what I heard. I said what happened when I opened the door, and then when I got to the other side, I asked about a question.
Oh, I heard you, but Belmar didn't. He wasn't there.
No, but I'm saying to everyone else, like, they're all saying they didn't hear. That's what I heard.
I didn't catch half of that because
It explodes, you all die.
Who's rewatching Adam? No further wires, apparently, or me. Who's rewatching a session? Are you watching this session?
What?
Backtracking to get the actual quotes.
No.
What are we doing?
I'll reiterate to the group. Fire or truth. That's all there is to the riddle.
To open the door, you must choose fire or truth.
Was that what the door said?
I don't think it was.
I have a feeling others have solved it, but because they didn't hear it, they can't answer it.
I'd like to recall exactly what the door said.
To enter, you must answer a riddle.
Say a riddle.
You didn't hear that, Dave. Shut your mouth.
I will say it again. I will say that out loud. To enter, you must answer. To enter, you must answer a riddle. I just look towards Rory.
In spider talk, I chitter a riddle. I don't think spiders even talk. My mouth just
Your
moved.
spider companion makes some weird clacking noise with its fangs.
I shrug inside it. A riddle.
The door creaks open.
I'm sorry for trying to RP Trevok a bit and not getting the riddle right. Jesus fuck.
Oh, you made him mad.
Oh, he's mad.
He just rage quit D&D.
Yeah. Because we literally couldn't do anything waiting for him.
When he kept saying, "You must enter a question," I was like, "No, it's not what I said."
It's not what you said at all, dude.
I was just like, "No." Then I was trying. How do I get him to get somebody else to try the door? Because then he'll say it again. All right. As the door opens, it reveals a 10 by 10 chamber, stacked with apparent barrels and racks of drying meat. You've apparently discovered the temple's larder. The meat itself seems to be cut in unusually large size.
I'm going to come up around the land bridge as a spider, and once I'm inside safely, shift back into my normal form. Based off the cuts of meat, I would like to make a knowledge cooking to see how much one portion would feed.
Okay.
Assuming they're trying to feed something massive. My knowledge check is a 15.
You guesstimate that one slab of this meat would probably feed at least 10 to 15 people. You hear a booming voice echoing up the chasm behind you, or in front of you, depending on where you're located currently, Belmar or her. Who has entered this temple?
Is the meat cured?
The meat appears to just be drying. You can see signs of salt flakes.
Alright, I want to make a search of the room to see if it's just meat.
Okay.
Perception is a... What do you want, perception?
Investigation.
Investigation?
Mhm.
Investigation is a 20.
As you move about the room, you uncover multiple barrels full of salt, many boxes and crates filled with what apparently is already large slabs of dried meat, and the additional meat hanging from the hooks. You find no sign of other types of edibles.
Are there any bags or anything of that note?
Nope.
I'm looking for a container that I could put salt in.
There are large barrels full of salt. You don't see anything else that you'd be able to use.
Is Dave's 500 pounds of salt not enough?
It's got a lot of salt.
Yeah.
You also have
Yeah, a lot of salt.
Dave's a new salt merchant whenever he can get back, remember?
you also have a bag of holding, or Canada does bag of holding if you want to take the whole barrel.
I think there's a few of us that have a bag of holding, but he also...
The barrel's got to be able to fit through the bag's opening, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
I have 33 pounds of salt meat, plus 3 pounds of salt, plus 21 pounds of dried fruit and meat. So it's not like I really need it, but...
Did he give the multicolored salt vials to you, or just have you test them?
He had him test them.
Test them, and I said, we're companions. My salt is your salt.
Dave trying to refresh that endearment.
So ridiculous.
Honestly, that was like right before I got really sick, so I don't remember a lot of it.
Dave's like, no!
So no, I remember what he's saying now, but I don't, until he said that, I don't remember any of it, because I know that was when I was really sick.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was the back pain or the flu, but
It was.
Do not be so silent. Set me free and be rewarded.
Yeah.
Is there a way out over there?
I believe he's talking to you, Ryan.
I'm trying to like whisper across the chasm.
It's inaudible across the gusts.
Well, Belmar, are you gonna carry your brother over?
I certainly don't plan on leaving him here.
Well, if you give him to me, I will escort you both over.
Oh, the olive branch doesn't bite. Dude just dumps the brother's body.
Just throws them,
I carry him across.
throws them both over the side. You guys, Belmar fell. There was nothing I could do.
All right, I'd like to roll insight.
Dave just waits until he gets halfway across and mage hands him with a poke. 5 pounds of pressure. Falls over.
10 pounds of pressure, man.
10. Ooh, even more. Just enough to tip him off the ledge.
I'm gonna mute myself and just watch.
So yeah, I'd like to roll insight to see if I believe he's telling the truth. That was a 26.
Dave, you can tell him whether you're telling him the truth or not.
I'm telling you the truth.
Cautiously, I'll nod and then I will proceed to hand Rurik over. Please be careful.
Okay, so I'll be carrying him, and then I will dimension door both of us over, and then hand him back.
I will take him back, and with a surprised look on my face, I will give him a nod and say, "Thank you, hold on, I forgot your Urfer."
Does his weight exceed what you can carry?
No.
Okay.
Lauren started flipping through for dimension.
How much can you carry, and how much are you carrying? You have no idea how much Rurik weighs, so I'm kind of surprised you were willing to answer that question so fast.
Well, because the like, how much you can carry is ridiculous. So I have a.
Yeah, up to encumbered. He can be encumbered and still technically carry it.
No,
Does he
it's
have
just,
do you have a bag of holding?
no, I don't.
I have a number in mind for how much he weighs. I just want to see if the book has any guidance on what he should weigh before I say it.
You also have to keep in mind that Belmar stripped him of a lot of gear.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah, does that affect how much he's carrying?
Affects Belmar.
It doesn't seem to. Yeah, but doesn't affect what Belmar's carrying. I was seeing if Belmar's weight affected it as well.
Does Belmar have
There's nothing in the book that says it would. So
Unfortunately, you do exactly what you wanted to.
yeah, as long as 320 more pounds doesn't put you over.
320? I was
Yeah.
expecting 250.
Congratulations, you're still wrong.
All right, let me check.
Yaze believes Rurik's body behind. Oh, sorry, Belmar, I did what I could.
Dave Dimension Doors himself, Rourke's body just halflessly clatters across the ledge and falls.
And that's the end of that olive branch.
I was gonna say, that's how that would work, right? Like, he steps through and it's like, nope.
Yeah, you're right. I can't. All right, so that didn't work.
So,
The spell fizzles. He loses the spell slot.
Well, he was a bit heavier than I thought. Sorry.
He just called your brother fat. Your recently deceased brother was a heifer and I couldn't do what I wanted to. Take this back.
The dwarf's base weight is 130 times 2d6.
Yep.
So they can weigh a shit ton. 12 times 130 is the maximum starting weight.
Yeah.
So just go ahead and do that math, Dave, and then tell me again if you're confident next time you want to carry a dwarf.
Ballpark 250 is on the low end of things, man.
That's like a perfect roll to get 250.
All right. I'm going to say I could have got us both over, but not with your brother. Sorry.
What if you just take my brother? I can get over myself.
I lost the spell. I have to wait an hour.
You do not answer me? You seek to tempt me and taunt? You will burn! And a massive gout of flame rushes up the central gap between the two doors. The chains rattle in the fiery burst, but do not melt.
Yeah, I still don't want to answer that thing.
I'll call out. What are you?
I am a lord of fire!
Can I roll knowledge demons to see if any demons refer to themselves as a lord of fire?
Sure.
That eye roll was savage in how hefty it was.
I feel like that's a legitimate thing.
A dragon or an elemental?
Who are you to question me?
I got an
That are up
18.
here.
You're aware of plenty of demons that might refer to themselves as a lord of fire.
Hence the eye roll, Dave.
Oh.
All right.
I responded back, Lawrence. I don't know if you heard.
I didn't hear you, no.
We're the ones that are up here.
Come down below and set me free, or I will ravage your homelands when I am.
You still didn't answer my question.
I am a mighty red. You may have heard of me. I am Grizakmaka.
I'm gonna need some spelling on that.
Alright, so he's a big red dragon.
Jesus.
That, Mike, is why I asked for spelling.
We're here for a lot of things, but freeing a red dragon is not on that list.
Then you shall see your homes burnt and razed to the ground when I am free, and I will be one day.
Well, I have no home. Oh, there's that.
And that day won't be today.
Another burst of flame shoots up. You each feel sweat popping out dramatically from your foreheads in response.
I'm going to start my short rest.
You're going to try to sit on one end of the ledge for an hour.
I mean,
I'm just confirming. If that's your attempt,
yeah.
you're not going to cross over, you're going to stay where you are?
Right now.
Not with the fire. Now with them taunting a red dragon.
The chains aren't melting in the fire's burst.
Yeah, but the chains are probably hot. And I probably can't succeed on a roll higher than a 5. So
That much is true. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to motion to take Rurik back.
Yep.
I'm going to search the room to see if there's another exit.
All right, give me an investigation.
Investigation is a 16.
You find no other form of egress.
With the gusts in this room, or this hallway, do I think I'd be able to fly? Like, without issue?
Not without issue. You're in a confined space with occasional gusts of hot air. Like, you could certainly fly. I'm not saying it would be easy.
Okay. So yeah, I'll take Rurik back. I'll look to Urfer. I suppose it's the intent that truly matters. Come with me. And carefully placing Rurik on the ground, I'm going to change into a giant eagle. I will grab Rurik with one talon and offer the other to Urfer.
I'll
attempt to waddle through the doorway that's just wide enough for a human to walk through.
Oh, I didn't think of that
With
far
two
ahead.
beings under your feet, talons. So essentially, stab each of them as you waddle.
I was going to try to fly.
I mean, once you're in the chamber, flying would be possible, and you could fly in the hallway. But
Well,
the
that's
doorway
why-
is not wide enough for a giant eagle to spread its wings.
I was just going to fly over to the other side, like pretty
Well,
much.
I got it. I'm just saying. I'm trying to ask you how you're going to manage that when the door is not free swinging and it's only open about that much.
All right. How confident am I in my spider form's ability, or my spider form's web? How confident am I in the web's strength?
You know, giant spider webs are pretty strong.
Okay, I'm going to turn into a giant.
You've never checked their what is it, prehensile strength, Dave? Is that what the word is?
tensile.
Tensile? No pre? Got it. I wanted to say tensile. I'm like, it didn't sound right in my head, so I didn't.
Jesus, I'm not sure if I want to do this.
I mean, if he shoots fire up, your brother's toast. But I mean, that's how he would want to be anyway.
I don't mean to do this to a player, but I'm going to have to pop...
Burst Mike's bubble.
I'm going to have to burst Mike's bubble.
Uh-oh, what's going on?
You do not... what level druid are you?
10?
He's got two charges. I'm not sure how many he's used.
You used at least one.
Well, no, we got the
Every
rest.
long rest, or is it short rest for you?
It might be a long rest, but we got a good rest at Moth, didn't we?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You did have a long rest recently.
And yeah, giant spider CR is only one.
Is it
and-
one?
Yeah, so I can use that.
Alright, you're good then. Well, because you're level 10. See, my druid form is significantly less, so I can't use... I wanted to use giant spider and then pull people across, but I can't.
Trouble with multi-classing.
Oh, you're talking about the CR?
Yeah, you need a CR of 1 to go giant spider, and I can't until level 6, I believe.
I think it's 8. Oh, maybe different for you because you're circle.
Yeah, because I'm moon.
Lawrence, can I want to try it. Can I roll history to see if I recognize that name?
Sure.
24.
You do recall the name from ancient dwarven lore. It's not a name that's been heard or mentioned in a very long time. You'd reckon at least 3,000 or 4,000 years was the last mention of it. Grzakthemut was a vile terror and was well known to casually burn cities on a whim. He was also known as a massive hoarder, and despite his violent tendencies, there were many a dwarven attempt to access the mithril mines which he had previously occupied.
That's an ancient name, if he is who he says he is. 4,000 years old. Used to burn cities, towns for fun.
So we leave him.
I have no desire to deal with that.
Where's the right book? Book, there it is.
So you're saying he is an ancient red dragon?
I'm saying he's 3,000 to 4,000 years old. Or the name is from when I can recall it in history. Oh, shut up. Don't tell me that. Q. It's just me and Badger and the larder, right?
And Baracus.
Oh, and Baracus, okay.
Ancient Red Dragon has a CR of 24. Yeah.
No problem.
If a dragon fails a saving throw, it can choose to succeed instead. What the fuck?
Yeah, don't you love it?
That's the anti-Chris rule. Phantasmal killer? Nah.
Nah.
He failed, but no, he didn't.
Oh, I failed, but nah. Not so much.
There was no other. You said there was no other egress when Badger searched.
Badger did not find one.
Is it a? Are we in a stone room?
Outside of the door, the room seems to be made of stone.
I don't suppose stone cutting can give me any sort of additional knowledge.
Not outside of what you already know about how ancient the temple itself is.
And we were only here for Rakshas's heart.
Now we're pissing off an ancient dragon.
Well, Great Fire Lord is down, so I guess truth is up. Doesn't seem like there's any way out from here.
It's about 100 feet.
Don't fail your rolls.
We've no alternative. I have no desire to go face this being.
I have about 50 feet of rope. If anyone has any more, I could tie it to it. Help you guys get up.
Fuck that, I'm just gonna turn back into a spider.
You do feel pretty secure in the larder room.
Should we take the opportunity to rest?
Yes.
That was Lawrence giving us the nod.
I was going to say, I think I just physically saw Lawrence nod, so.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why this larder's here.
Everyone in and shut the door.
Well, then you two come across.
Now David wants to short rest where he is.
Well, I just figured by the time we figured something out, I would have already completed my short rest.
These conversations have not taken an hour.
People other than you were talking, Dave, so.
Oh my god, I need to get to level 10 druid so I can wild shape into an Ellie.
Seriously.
Alright, rest
I'm
up.
an Earth Elemental.
I have nothing that I can.
Alright, I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Can you guys hear that?
Hear what? Mike
Tapping.
having to go?
No, Melissa's blow drying her hair. I just want to make sure it wasn't interfering.
Now that you say it, I can hear it faintly, but no, not really.
I only hear it faintly when you like speak, so that it cues up.
Yeah.
I've got nothing that I can really offer for outside assistance towards.
Come on, Dave, just make your rolls.
You want me to try to make my... You know what?
You know what?
Wait, we should rest first before we do
Dave, you
anything.
get the safety before you can rest.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There's still across.
Does anybody need healing?
I mean, I could just drink one of these blue potions.
I am down 36.
You also have... Never mind.
We're going to take a rest, so you're going to get the hit die back?
Yeah, but I can also cure him and get my spells back.
I got what you were saying, Ryan.
Treyvok and Belmar are the most hurt.
Right?
You know what?
Do you get spells back after a short rest?
Yeah, we
No.
get back.
Not unless you're a warlock.
Yeah, certain classes do.
Druids do with natural recovery.
Wizards do as well. Or can, to a degree. Yep.
Yeah, but
Belmar's at
natural,
29%
natural
health,
recovery is
Treyvok's at 64, and
land.
Breck's 81.
Alright, Lawrence.
Oh, we're going to try? You're not going to wait for anything?
I'm going to
It's only got a tensor floating disc or something.
prick my finger and then Misty escape
Okay.
to the other side.
That's
Valid.
So, Mike, you can heal people. I
So you
can't.
take a point of damage,
Mhm.
and you escape. Cross.
You can't heal people?
No, I can, but I don't
he wouldn't
gain them back on a short rest.
Oh, okay.
Only Circle of the Land gets natural recovery. Circle of the Moon. It allows me. I didn't know this. Transformed by Wild Shape, you can use a bonus action to expend a spell slot to regain 1d8 hit points per level.
But
I don't
that's
know
only as a natural form, though. It doesn't apply to your regular hit points.
Yeah, but think about that. If I'm down, say I'm down half my hit points, I change into a spider. I immediately get 1d8 plus whatever spell slot I want to burn
But isn't
to my
that
natural.
that's your spider's health, though, right? Not your health?
Correct.
Because you're in beast form?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Alright, I get it. So I'm in beast form, I can burn spell slots to heal myself back up. Gotcha.
Alright, I'm going to turn into a giant spider. I'm going to thoroughly fasten Rurik, or tie my web around Rurik and do my best to like fasten him to me like a spider would an egg sac. Have him on my lower abdomen.
Give me a dexterity check.
Oh, I would use the spiders for that, wouldn't I?
Does he get advantage for having many legs?
Ocho.
That's going to be an 18.
Okay. You
And-
securely fasten him to your belly.
I am going to go across the ledge.
All right, give me an athletics check with advantage.
Athletics.
I thought we were climbing up.
Well, we were going to rest first, weren't we?
Cross.
They're crossing,
Yeah,
so we can
he's
rest.
on the far side of the room, the ledge still.
So even with spider climb,
Oh,
you can make an
Yes,
athletic.
because of the imbalance I'm making it. Yes,
Fair enough.
because of the spider, you get advantage.
All right. So athletics is going to
Carrying
be
quite a bit of extra weight that a spider wouldn't ordinarily be carrying.
athletics is 20 non-natural.
All right, you scramble across, carrying the body of your brother.
Is there room for me to go into the door?
Oh yeah, everybody else is in the room except for Urfer. There's plenty of room.
alright, so short rest.
Well, you
Heal
still
up.
gotta wait. Oh, Urfer, yeah, you missed. You escaped over. That's right. Never mind. Yeah, everybody's in the room.
All right. I'll revert back.
We're taking a short rest or a long rest here.
I could go for a long.
Yeah.
Alright, well, if we're going for a
goddamn
long,
counter stuff back, asshole.
if we're gonna go for a long, then I will start healing people.
Well then,
I will shut the door then.
Alright, so I'm going to. Who needs it most?
I think he said me and Belmar were the two that are
hmm
most injured.
If I can heal myself,
I'm down 36.
I'm down 60.
Alright, I will burn rolls on Trevok.
Womp womp, Belmar.
He's taking heal himself.
I can.
Alright, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds as a 3rd level spell on Trevok. What's my modifier? Wisdom. Alright, Trevok. You get 11, 10, so 21 and 5. 26.
I'm gonna spend my hit die and get the forlorns.
Okay.
I nod as you heal. Thank you, Badger.
Don't thank me. Thank my lady.
I'm healing myself with Cure Wounds cast as a 4th level spell. I'm getting 42 from that.
Do you guys happen to be able to hear Penny screaming in the other room?
It's
Yep.
all good.
Alright. She's very excited about her bath right now. I just didn't know if it was too loud.
How much are you down, Mike?
I'm only down 18 right now. I can get that with a rest.
Alright, because with a long rest I can expend. I have Cure Light. I'm assuming I got that from the Dagger of Maleki? But I can Cure Light 2 times a day as a 3rd level spell of the long rest. But if you can get it back, then I'll wait.
I'm also going to reproduce that glowing red sword. Offer it up to anyone in the group.
The short sword, if anybody's curious.
Thank you, but
I got my fucking war pick.
the Morning Star has been suiting me well.
I'm going to pull the disarm out of my bag. Just in case. You want to see what this does?
Wait, what is it?
A disarm.
Sure.
Alright. Hand it over to you. You can spend your rest to figure out what it does.
Oh, I didn't realize that's what I was going to do. Does that mean I don't get to rest? If I do it? Okay.
It just means you're spending some time, at least an hour, focusing on it, swinging it around if it's a weapon, or wearing it if it's a ring, or wearing it if it's an amulet, or whatever it is.
Okay. I'm going to put the cloak I found on Rurik on.
You can only do one item at a time, stuff like that.
Okay. Well, then I will put the cloak on, and I will go into prayer for an hour, and then I'll focus on that disarm for an hour.
Well, prayer is not focusing on the cloak, so you wouldn't understand what the cloak does.
Okay, so I'll just focus on the cloak. I'll pray, and then I'll do the cloak, and then I'll do the disarm.
All right. The cloak, as you focus on that, is a cloak of fire and smoldering. The cloak gives you fire resistance automatically as long as it has charges. It has 10 charges. The charges recover at 1d4 plus 1 per day. No charges causes the cloak to smolder and smoke, giving the appearance as if you're on fire or blazing, giving a minor pyrotechnics-like effect. You do not want me to continue?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were still going.
You can spend a charge to cast Firebolt as a 3rd level spell. And you can spend 5 charges to cast Fireball as a 5th level spell.
Firebolt at a 3rd level?
Firebolt at 3rd and Fireball at 5th.
I just wanted to make sure it was like Firebolt the cantrip. So that'll be like, I think it's 3d10 at 3rd level.
Is there a link you might be able to provide so I can write all this down?
Nope. You can write it down, because I just told you.
I couldn't write that fast. I got Cloak of Fire.
You even interrupted me. What do you mean you couldn't write that fast? You weren't even trying.
Yeah, you caught me.
Lazy.
Does it require attunement?
Yes.
Okay.
You all, sorry to revert back, but in response to something that Laura's type, you all hear me say, "It'd be crazy to not acknowledge your gifts. Besides, I made you a promise for more demons." Well, I'm not able to conjure them up. A poor substitute, but I'm glad that they were there. Unfortunately, the one that I feel would have been able to do such has changed his ways. Sorry, but we got that Rakshasha ahead.
We got 2 AFKs, 1 person focusing on a cloak, and 1 person talking to his weapon aloud. Apparently having a conversation.
I'm here.
I know. You haven't told me anything you're doing. So I was just describing what was going on in the room for your benefit, and sadly, not the benefit of the AFKers.
I'm still trying to remember what you said this cloak does. I know it has charges.
10 charges, 1d4 plus 1 per day. 1 charge, Firebolt level 3. 5 charge, Fireball level 5. Fire resistance, as long as it has charges. Can also, using no charges, smolder, and give a minor pyrotechnics effect.
And I'm sorry, how many charges for Firebolt 5?
5.
5.
And how many charges total?
10.
10. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Adam. Ever give Mike got magic items again. I'm keeping
Mike
them very...
basically wrote down fire cloak.
So what does it do again?
I'm just picturing the that SpongeBob episode where he's got to write the paper and he's just got this like gloriously calligraphy T to start it off and no other information. Penny, you want to come say night? Come say night. Come here. Come here.
What are you doing, Urfer Badger?
I'm just... Oh, I have a book I can read.
It's always good to have some light reading on the journey.
Yeah, right?
Hi!
Hey, Penny.
I'm going to continue reading my book of... anatomy.
Say night.
Hi!
Night.
Night, night. Night.
I'm going to identify my odd-looking golden ring.
Odd-looking golden ring. Where did I give that one to you?
Lawrence, you caught my, reading my book of,
Book of anatomy. Yep.
Yeah.
I believe it. I
I
believe
don't know
it.
how far I am in either of those, but...
Oh, okay, I know which one it is. Sorry, you guys hold on to magic items for so long without looking into them that I get lost in my own notes.
I think it was when
I know. I
Okay.
got it. Alright. So, there are rings of minor liquid transfusion. They do require attunement. The 2 gold rings appear to be connected by a small weld. However, they pull apart and reconnect with minimal effort. Bands seem to have an engraved scene of waves in incredibly fine detail when you look closely to get the sense that you can almost see the waves moving. On the inner band, you note that the band can twist. When you do so, you can see a series of 4 thin blades that slip from the band, piercing whatever is placed within. When the rings are placed in liquid, the primary band's blades typically blood from your finger, and the primary band is twisted. The liquid is transfused from one ring to the other. This has the effect, using 1 charge, of healing the wearer of the second ring by 1d2 hit points, assuming both rings are unliving beings, or to move a half pint of liquid from the primary ring source to the locale of the second ring. If the bearer so chooses, you can spend 3 charges that can be used in a single attempt with the effect of transfusing 2 pints of liquid, the effect of plus 1d6 hit points to the second ring bearer. The second ring can be placed on a humanoid with a bonus action, dropped in a liquid as a free action, or onto a non-humanoid as an action. The rings have 6 charges, each half-liter. Healing uses 1 charge, and the ring recovers 1d4 minus 1 charges at dawn each day, with a maximum of 6.
That sounds horrible. Everything about that.
If you can drop one of the rings in and transfer up to like 2 pints of liquid, can you transfer like harmful substances into the bloodstream of something?
Yeah.
Congratulations, you now have 2 pints of water instead of blood. Enjoy that.
You have 2 pints of acid. Yeah, there's all sorts of little uses. It's not an uber powerful, but it's got its little bit, and it
That
can keep
sounds-
someone alive. Someone's dying across the battlefield. Ah! Heal him for 2 points. He's alive.
That sounds terrifying, and also like Dave will find uses for it.
It's a fun little ring of my own creation.
It's neat. I'll give you that. I like it.
Dave's already trying to come up with ways to use it. He's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like holy water.
I have a lot of salt.
I put the salt in water and I drop the ring in. You have salt water in your blood.
That's an IV.
Even better, drop it into like a healing potion. Be like, done.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe it'd amplify that. It only does like up to D2 if you drop it in a potion.
There's lots of little uses for it. It's not an Uber ring, but it's got its uses. It does require attunement for the primary band.
Which is bullshit. Because that's using one of your slots.
Get over it. You don't have to use it.
I'm not using it.
If it makes any difference, the second bearer does not need to be attuned to it.
Or willing if they're wearing it, and maybe they
You
don't
can
even
slip
know.
it on your finger when you're dying, yeah.
Maybe they don't even know.
I was trying to think of how I would slip it on a Rakshas's finger, and then put the other one in holy
Like, give
water.
him mortal blood. Will he stay on this plane?
No, and then
Okay.
just like start pumping in holy water.
It's fucked up, man.
Dave just starts transfusing blood with everyone and creates AIDS.
We now have medieval AIDS.
Well, you see, I was cutting up some monkey meat.
Womp womp. Where's that sad trombone sound effect, and also the cancellation of this D&D session? No longer fit for ABC Family.
Wow, Dave.
What?
It's fucked up,
was
man.
That was a Ricky Gervais joke.
You ain't Ricky Gervais.
I'm not British, I'll give you that. And I'm better looking. But
Amount of money he has, he's a solid 10 in my books.
40 million for 2 Netflix specials? Yeah. Lawrence, while
Anybody
they're
else
doing
do anything
this-
during this rest?
While they're doing that, since I already finished the alchemy book, I'll just go over the scraps of paper that I've previously grabbed.
Okay.
Praying to Paylor.
Cool.
And I guess I'm focusing on whatever it was Brackus gave me.
The Guizarm. Alright. The Guizarm does not require attunement. It is a Guizarm +1 of extreme slicing. It receives a critical on a 19 or 20.
Neat.
Gesundheit.
Gracias.
And once that's done, I guess I'd like to sample those potions and look at those 3 scrolls.
Well, you're just identifying everything.
I'd like to.
The 2 potions are potions of greater healing. 1 scroll is a scroll of investiture flame. 1 scroll is a scroll of fireball. 1 scroll is a scroll of lightning bolt.
Assuming that the potions of greater healing are the same ones as before, they'd be 3d8 plus 6. Or of similar vein, not the same, but...
I'm sorry, was that fireball or bolt?
Ball.
And vestige of flame?
Investiture flame. Investiture of flame. It's a 6th level transmutation spell from Xanathars.
Xanathars!
hey, Chris, how do you create wands?
You get downtime, you spend a lot of money and time.
I didn't create that wand. I was given it by what the fuck is his name?
That's rude.
Imam?
Imam, that's it.
Like, any spellcaster can create a wand, right?
It's not something I'm familiar with or never have done.
I always thought it was...
I think Steve is the only one that has ever attempted to create items in any D&D game we've played.
And didn't he have to have, like, the knowledge of it?
That was in 3rd edition, and it cost experience points, which is why why nobody did it much.
Is it not the same way then? You don't have to have a skill for.
It had to be on your spell list, and as a wizard, you had to have access to it. As a sorcerer, you had to have access to it.
To be fair, I create delicious meals for everybody.
That's like creating a scroll.
Yeah.
Or a wand, I guess, as Dave was asking.
Waiting for the food buffs.
I know!
This
Why hasn't it happened yet?
This ain't Monster Hunter, bitch.
I'm actually gonna take that disarm if you don't want it, Belmar.
Well, you don't know what it is.
Oh, hey.
I'm assuming he tells me what it is.
That's up to him.
Sure, I'll tell him. You want me to like actually tell him, or should I just say I told him?
That's your choice.
Tell him. Let's hear you describe the in-game effects of the metagame.
Tell him, Soldier Boy.
All right, I wrote
What?
this
Tell
one.
him. Superman, that hoe.
You!
This is what called a pole arm.
It is a polearm.
Or
Yes, a
Swiss arm?
arm is a polearm.
All right.
He's aware that it's a polearm.
This the Swiss arm seems to make it easier to slice your enemy for more damage. You could call it a critical hit.
Nice.
Have 2 bonus experience.
All right. I don't know how melee works with an unproficient weapon. You're probably gonna have to walk me through that later.
Disadvantage on everything.
Okay.
I rolled a 20 and a 19. I get a critical anyways. Ha 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 ha.
Alright, so we're still stuck where we were.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're still in the water.
we were having an identification fest.
I'm going to, since we're rested, I'm going to burn a hit die and heal up to full.
Yeah, I just kind of assumed everybody did that.
Yeah, I did.
I just figured I'd vocalize it, just in case.
Yeah, fair. Appreciate it.
Alright, so we need to go up, we're assuming?
Or down.
Well, we know it's down. And I have no interest.
Irving, you said the climb was about 100 feet.
During the entire rest, occasional gouts of flame still shot up the shaft.
And I'm sure
Towards
he's
the end, they seem to taper off. Almost as if he got bored, distracted, or given up. Or assumed he'd either gotten you already or you'd scampered off. Or perhaps just waiting for more noise. Oh, you leveled on that rest, Mike?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Alright, I'm going to once again turn to a spider and climb up the shaft.
Alright, you do so no problem, making no noise as you scramble upwards.
As I head out, I will turn back and say, Belmar, I understand what you're trying to do, and by no means do I mean to suggest that we leave him behind, but perhaps in this safe room of sorts, we should leave your brother for the time being.
I understand, Dreybach, but there's no guarantee we'll ever make it back here. I can't risk that.
I shrug. Just vocalizing it. I don't know how hard it's going to be for you to climb that chain.
Well, if we cut them into little pieces, we can put them in our bag of holding and carry them with us.
Yeah, I don't think Belmar would do that.
I'm going to make my way to one of the chains. And
Give me your athletics check to get out to the chains.
yep, athletics is going to be
Ryan.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was muted.
Nope, you turned off your camera.
Athletics to get out to the chain is going to be a 17.
All right, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, 19.
All right, you slip as you step out onto the ledge. However, quick reflexes allow you to catch the chain, causing some jangling as you are 20 feet down below the ledge.
Climb up.
You're back! Give me your athletics climb check.
You couldn't wait to Dave to have him fall. It had to be me with a 17.
You only got a 17.
Yes.
On the ledge, 17 is not enough.
David Cohen's 24.
Much to Baracus' dismay earlier.
24 to climb.
Alright, you climb yourself back up to the ledge height. What's everybody else doing? I'm assuming you're going to continue climbing, so give me some more athletics checks.
How many you want?
5 per 20 feet, 1 per 20 feet, so 5.
I am going to levitate.
Hey, there we go. Alright, you levitate.
I don't trigger wild magic, and I float up to Badger.
So I'm assuming you're using like your pole arm to push yourself central to the area, or just floating up from the doorway?
I'm going to be mindful not to jiggle the chains and float up. And I
Okay.
can,
How high can levitate allow you to float?
pretty sure to the ceiling, doesn't it?
I'm pretty sure it's got a height maximum. Up to 20 feet. It's been the ceiling quite often for you, but the ceiling here is not 20 feet up. Alright. Much like the spider that went before him, Trevok scales the chain with ease. Almost flying at the chain.
Treyvac did that? How?
Yeah, that's just kind of good rolls, yeah.
I rolled pretty well for that. I can't wait to get my next nat 1.
And that one on the chain would be a bad place to get in that one.
Visions of... What was it?
That'd be, depending on where you are, it's 100 to 200 foot fall.
No, I don't remember what the character was, but Steve.
It wasn't Shum Towers.
No, Shum Towers got turned into that,
No,
yeah.
it was the
cleric. It was the cleric of Cord before that.
Yeah, the red-headed ginger cleric.
The one that wasn't alive long enough to really have a name.
Yeah. It lasted like 2 sessions, maybe. Just after he and Dave killed each other.
Killed Dave in the previous session, killed himself after.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then killed Chump Towers, and then shortly after that, I think he left.
Lawrence gives a textbook description of a cockatrice. We all draw our weapons. Steve charges.
After shouting, "To cockatrice, don't get close, it'll turn you to stone. Use your bows." I'm going to trust my constitution save. I'm going to charge.
We all go, okay, draw bows.
Lawrence.
Yeah.
It's 20 feet per round, right?
Is it 20 feet per round?
Yeah, it doesn't say any mention about a
One
height
creature
cap.
object of your choice that you can see within range rises vertically up to 20 feet and remains suspended there for duration.
Okay. Yeah, but it's a concentration spell up to 10 minutes.
So you can hold it there for 20 feet. You can change the target's altitude by up to 20 feet in either direction on your turn. Okay. So yeah, per turn you can. It's that second paragraph that's important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
I totally read that and thought 20 feet.
I did too. I didn't read the second paragraph.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about? It says 20 feet. It stays there. That's fair. Alright, so Baracus steps out and starts floating upwards. No problem. That leaves 3 of you below. 2 of you below.
Alright, I'll
2
cast
of you below. 2 of you in a corpse.
Aww. I can cast Fly,
Yeah, you could.
but then I can't carry him.
True. That's very true.
You can't cast some sort of like a spider climb. I'm pretty sure my character still has a potion of spider climb on him.
Dave can fly up, no problem. And he can target an additional creature for each spell slot above third.
Which is 3 people. Well, me.
Who's the only one on the ground?
Him, Belmar, and the corpse.
Oh, sucks to be Belmar if he wants to bring his brother up. He brings his brother up. If not, then
Dave
he
can
can
bring
say
his other
fucking
things
thing.
outside of Dave's strength. That's what
Yeah.
Dave's saying.
No, what I'm saying, he can still transform into a spider and do it himself.
Yeah, that's
True.
my intention.
You could be a flying spider.
Could I be?
Yeah, Dave casts
You can
flying.
be a phase spider. No, I'm just kidding. You can't be.
Oh, snap.
Phase spider. A phase spider in this would be perfect. It's like net, phase door, done.
What to do? I guess I have to waste a spell either way.
Climb. You can athletics out and climb, Dave.
I could Hulk out.
You know, it's only better than a 17.
Yeah. And only makes noise that clearly makes the red dragon spew fire. You'll be good.
What if I
If
can't?
you're athletics, just start re-rolling.
Or the spell slot, your choice.
Dave at this point has another D&D notebook just full of pre-rolled characters.
That'd make Dave's life easier, so you know he doesn't have it.
That would end the session for him if he died. Spend the next hour and a half just rolling.
Yeah, probably.
No, that won't help.
Well, I'm going to do my spider thing and start climbing up, but I'm going to climb the wall as long as the upper ledge is connected to it.
Well, you can't see the upper ledge, so you don't know.
Wasn't the fire going up the walls?
Right?
Yeah. You can't look out when the fire is filling the chamber. And when it's gone, there's no light for him to see. And if you're strapping this corpse to you, I'm going to need that dex check again.
Yep.
And then I'm going to need your climb check with advantage.
Okay. Fair enough.
I didn't think of it earlier, but is the spider strong enough to carry 320 pounds extra?
A giant spider is. Its strength is a 16.
Yeah, giant spider with his... No, he's right, because I was looking at that earlier.
Alright. I wasn't saying he couldn't, I was just saying I didn't think of it earlier.
Dex is a 22. How much
Alright.
strength do I need? Or acrobatics?
Give me 3. What's your climb speed?
My climb speed.
No, giant spider's strength is 14. Not 16. The +2 is the modifier.
Oh no, I thought I had a 16 plus 3.
Oh no, can you not carry your brother up?
No, we should... What is it, 14 times 150?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, the +2 is the modifier. I'm not trying to bust your balls, dude. I'm just...
Oh no, I hear you. I should know that.
That's true. We should.
But my climbing speed is 30 feet, by the way.
Right, yeah, 3 then.
Yeah, but what's the strength modifier? So it's 150, right?
I think it's 15 times your strength.
15 times strength is just going to be 210.
Ooh.
That's your carrying capacity in total, so...
Well, my gear melds.
Right, right. I'm not counting your gear. I'm just asking if the spider can carry it.
Well, how heavy is this dwarf? You gave me a
320 pounds.
Mm.
Which is why Dave's spell failed earlier.
Gotcha.
Let's see, if you carry weight in excess of 10 times your strength score, you're heavily encumbered. So, encumbered, your speed is slowed by 10 feet.
Yeah, but if it's beyond the encumbrance is what I'm saying.
No, that's encumbrance is 30 times your strength score.
Alright, so yeah, you're encumbered, so your speed's reduced by 10 feet, so you're moving 20, so it's 5 rolls then.
Okay.
Give me a 1.
Oh, at advantage, you're good.
Give me a 1.
So he gets advantage for every single roll.
Yeah.
And I'm using what, the spider's dex?
This is athletics check.
Athletics or strength, okay. Alright. 2 16s.
You look nervous.
I do.
Keep going.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just gonna cast fly on the two of us. Actually, and Trevok.
Trevok's already out of your range.
Can I
Alright,
still
fine.
fly encumbered?
Oh yeah, I guess you. No, but yeah, that doesn't help.
Alright, so
A flying spider, but
Well, I mean, at worst, that means if you start to fall, you can always cut your brother loose and fly.
that's not gonna happen.
I'm picturing Willy Wonka, just a slowly falling Charlie Bucket.
I'm still casting it on him just in case.
That's fair. It'll reduce some falling damage.
So I'm gonna fly up.
You zoom past your spider companion.
Not the fall I'm worried about.
My third check is a 20 non-natural.
Okay.
9.
You slip from the wall and start tumbling slowly downwards.
Oh, did I mention I was attaching webs to the wall and steady
Did
anchoring?
not. Too bad. Doesn't that suck?
Yeah.
Alright, you're slowly falling. You're nowhere near the chain. You're away from the wall. And you're being tugged down by the corpse of your brother.
I am going to try to turn myself and use the momentum of my brother to bring me back to the wall.
Your momentum is your brother strapped to your belly, is what you told me.
Well, yeah. That
Uh-uh.
doesn't work. Okay.
Spider-Man it.
Yeah, I'll try to shoot my... I can use my web as a projectile. I'll shoot that at the wall. As high up as I can.
Alright, give me a strength saving throw.
That is going to be 19.
Alright, your web attaches, creating a pendulum-like effect, slamming you into the wall. Causing only 2 damage because my rolls suck.
Okay. So how many more checks do you need? I was going down slowly, so I don't imagine I went too bad.
Another 4 checks.
Okay. 21, 18, 16.
Dave's like, it's not me! It's not me! I saw that look, Dave.
And a 17.
Alright. You finally make your way up to the ledge, joining companions, where you can see what looks to be an iron post around which the chains seem to be curled and looped. You can see what looks to be a cavernous opening, revealing a stairwell leading up into darkness as far as the eye can see. A sign rests above it, reading simply, "In times of trial, the path we could see can blind us to the path we must take." You can see occasional torches lighting the stairwell leading up initially, before disappearing and fading into darkness. Yes, Dave, even with your face sight.
Thank you.
Fuck what was what?
I
Adam.
might get to the top, and then that's what I was hoping Dave was going to play.
There you go. Dave listened.
Completely off topic. Steve's dog that they had to put down, Buster, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Well, now I'm sad.
Because you didn't even know.
No. Ash was like, "Oh, Steve's dog died," and I was like, "Buster? Oh,
That dog was 17.
I know."
That dog was
Like-
looking ragged. That dog. I mean, it's sad, but it was time.
Yeah.
That hurts losing a dog. Like, no argument there. But
It's also good.
they also knew that was coming. That's an old dog.
That's an old dog.
He also,
Like cats, at the end of their life, are 17, 18.
Mm-hmm.
he also got to see him recently, so that's good. Alright, so what's the layout of the room from this ledge?
You're on a about 5x7 ledge leading to a large archway opening, revealing a stairwell that leads up into darkness. The first 30 feet or so, you can see torches lining the stairwell. After that, it descends or ascends into darkness.
I'm assuming we got to walk up into the darkness
Yep.
without a torch.
Do I still have a mechanical eye as one of my 8 eyes in spider form?
No, it
Okay.
blends into your body.
Um, I want to. I'm gonna check the way leading towards the stairs leading up.
You want to check what? Sorry, I had to take the headphone off.
Sorry, I'm checking the path leading towards the stairs going up for possible alternatives, traps and the like.
Alright, give me an investigation. After the archway, there's only about a 3-foot landing before the stairs start.
Investigation's a 21.
You see no sign of traps. Though, looking at the archway, you can see that there is a large grate set above, clearly designed to descend.
There's a grate set above designed to descend.
Clearly designed to descend and block the archway.
Oh, okay, okay.
You see no signs of traps.
Right. I was just trying to see. This is the only path I can see, right? This is the one leading up.
Yep. There it is. Yeah.
Anyone disagree with my assessment?
I didn't even hear it, but
I'm assuming
it's not on me, so.
we have to go up without a torch or illuminating the path. Just head up blindly.
Last time I went up the darkness, I heard a bit, so
Darkness.
I guess steel yourselves and be ready if that's
I
what
attack the darkness.
if that's our course of action.
I'm gonna walk up the stairs.
Alright. Baraka starts ascending.
I'm gonna skitter up the stair as a spider.
Alright.
I will follow
Same.
behind Baracus.
River?
I'm gonna mage hand, which doesn't require concentration.
Actually, even better, I'm going to latch on to. I'm going to cling to the underbelly of Belmar.
My
There's already a
underbelly.
corpse there.
I'll hang on to the corpse as he goes by.
Humbered, bro.
I'm going to. As, I'm going to.
I don't weigh anything. I'm a fucking spider.
Oh, you do. Oh, I thought you were speaking as Urfer. My mistake.
No! I'm a tiny spider. I'm just grabbing onto you because you're moving faster than I am.
That's fine.
I'm going to put a hand on Baracus' shoulder. Not to, like, stop him, like, if we're walking into the darkness, like, alright, Baracus is here, kind of following.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna mage hand and do the same thing where I like up each stair, kind of like try to trip any tripwires.
Okay.
So, wait,
Are
you
you
watch
walking
us
up
all
the stairs?
go
Or...
up-
Yeah, he just watched everybody else walk up the stairs. Cast Mage Hand starts pattering each stair before he comes up. Are you going up or are you staying at the bottom, Dave? I don't know what you're doing here.
Yeah, I guess I'll come up.
Alright,
I'm flying though.
congratulations. You're faster than everybody, so you quickly catch up and overtake everyone. Your Mage Hand gets left behind because it can't move that fast.
I cast it again.
Congratulations. Alright. You quickly pass all the torches and enter the dark sphere. Those with dark vision and pay sight see the stairwell seeming to continue onwards, upwards. Baracus, are you lighting a light source or no?
No.
Alright, you are slowed due to speed, and you are moving blind.
I'm the last person that should be leading this path, but
Oh, well, Urfer flew ahead of you, so don't worry.
okay.
Yeah, and me and Belmar are just climbing up as spiders.
Yeah.
I mean, we can swap spots, Baracus. You can, like, follow me since dark vision.
Probably for the best.
You hear a loud clang somewhere far behind you.
If I was a betting man, I'd say that's the gate shut.
It's a fair assessment.
Continuing up.
Continuing up.
Alright. The stairs continue on almost endlessly, it seems. After an hour of marching up the stairs, there seems to be no end. Baracus is blind and stumbling slowly through the stairwell with Trevok's hand upon his shoulder. We have a corpse spider sandwich and a flying halfling out in front.
Me and
After 10 minutes, my flying stops.
A no longer flying halfling out in front.
me and Baracus swapped, so he's following me up. But
Alright.
as we're traveling, if the stairs aren't ending, I'm gonna start looking for other paths, other things, searching as we go.
Okay, give me a perception check.
19.
You see nothing else, though you do notice that the stairwell seems to continue forever in both directions. You no longer see signs of the torches you'd passed earlier.
Can't see the bottom either.
How fucked up would it be if we're just climbing like a giant screw that's like continuously turning?
In light of Trevok's comment, I'm going to start using my spare legs to kind of feel out towards any openings we might not see.
Like a giant stairmaster.
Alright. You find no such openings as you continue your clamber upwards. Another half hour passes. There seems to be no end to these stairs.
Perhaps we backtrack. Maybe when the gate shut, something else opened.
Alright, I'm going to climb up off of Belmar and shift back into natural form. With Trayvok. And I will agree with him.
Okay.
Or we can just kick Urfer down the stairs and see if he stops.
I'm starting to feel bad for Urfer now.
Mount. Can you pass me my 2-liter? Alright, so
What are we doing?
I will start heading back down.
Yep. Like I said.
You going to spend an hour and a half going back down? That's as far as you've come so far.
I want to start heading back down to see if there's if it's any different. If it's just walking continuously into nothingness again, but down, then I want to stop after a few minutes and reassess.
Alright, after a few minutes, I mean, is everybody else going down, or is everybody else continuing up?
I'll go down with Trayvok.
Yeah, I'll go down.
I'll follow the rest of the party.
You're blind, so I'm assuming you are.
we leave him there.
Yep. Just...
Where'd everybody go? Urfer?
Following down.
Alright. After a few minutes, you do not find anything. The stairwell seems to continue.
I don't have any fucking spells for this either. Oh, maybe I do. Alright, I'm going to cast Call Lightning.
Don't you need a high ceiling?
Yes, I do.
You don't have one.
Alright, well then I'll know as soon as the spell fizzles. I should know that then.
Huh?
Correct?
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to cast a spell to know that. You have dark vision, so you can see the ceiling overhead. Only about 10 feet up.
I thought we kept climbing and climbing and climbing.
There's a roof over your head as you're climbing.
The spiral staircase.
I like it. Nice try.
This is great timing. Like, it was really quiet music, and then like there was a lull, and it kicked back in.
Alright, I'm going to revert form.
Okay.
I'm going to look to the party. Please, can someone look after Rurik?
I'll watch him.
And I will turn into a bat. And using my blind sight, hoping that I can sense something I could not see before.
You're not going anywhere? You're just staying where you are?
At the moment, I don't know. My blind sight is 60 feet, both up and down. So.
You sense stairwells. In both directions.
Well, should we go up or down? I don't think.
You're a bat.
Yeah.
Secrets up, fire down.
In times of trial, the path we can see.
And as soon as I said that, Lawrence stopped doing his saying.
What'd you say?
I said as soon as I said truth up, fire down.
I'm just going to reiterate what Dave wrote.
So yeah, I guess I'll slowly start flying up. I'm going to pause maybe 10 feet up to see if people follow.
I do not, because I can't see shit.
If you're trying to echolocate, I mean, it's better sense than just dark vision.
Guys, he went up. Are we following?
Yeah, I'm going to.
Is anyone bringing Rurik?
I will bring Rourke.
Okay.
All right, so we're continuing upwards again?
I'm going to continue trying to echolocate any sort of exit.
All right. You continue upward for another 30 minutes. Everyone give me a concentration check.
Concentration.
Yep.
What would that be?
Constitution based.
Okay.
21.
18.
Dave,
14.
coming in hot.
All right. It's become quite the slog at 2 hours on this stairwell. You find your mind wandering. Focus is hard to come by, as the stairwell seems to be almost unchanging as you continue your slog upwards. You look about. The stairwell seems unchanged.
Going down.
I'm going to revert for him and go back for Rurik.
I'm gonna. Should have done this sooner. I want to like mark something to stare at the side of the wall,
Okay.
just to see if it, for like, just continue in like one endless circle.
All right. Well, I got one person going down. Everybody else continuing up, following him down. What are we doing?
This forsaken staircase. What the hell are we doing, guys?
I'm following Treva because I can't see shit.
How are you not going crazy? I've seen this damn... I feel like they're the same stairs every 2 minutes.
Well, let's find out. And I mark the wall or stair or whatever, and I will start heading down.
Once I have Rurik back in my possession, I'll call out to the party. I'm going to try something. Please make sure I don't venture too far from you. And I'm going to start making my way down the staircase with my eyes completely closed, feeling walls, or just, making my way down, feeling my way
You're
down.
closing your eyes. Baracus can't see. Everybody else is watching you. Everybody else is walking with you.
I'm heading down the stairs with, I believe it was Badger who had turned around. But I wasn't closing my eyes for that. I had just marked.
All right, so I got 3 of you walking down. For 4, I assume Baracus is following Trevok, who is his guide, or her.
God. I really want to trip him. Yeah, I'm following down. It's gnomes.
You said yeah, and I thought you were gonna trip him.
I did too. All right, you all start making your way back downstairs. And after 10 minutes of walking, you come across Trevok's mark.
Yep, it's cyclical. We're not going anywhere.
So, should we each go opposite directions?
up or down has led us to the same path. At this point, I think if you went up, we'd see you here again.
I'll give it a try. I'm going to start feeling my way up with my eyes closed.
I'm going to go with him.
All right. You guys are real staying still?
I'm going to shut my eyes and begin going down.
Okay.
I'm going
Or is
to
it real?
remain where I am.
You're staying where you are?
Yes.
Baracus, I assume you're staying with Drevok?
Yep.
All right. 10 minutes go by as you watch your companions go in opposite directions. Before long, you see Belmar and Urfer come walking up the stairs.
I knew it.
But I saw Badger close his eyes and walk down, right?
Give me a perception check to see if you noticed it.
17.
Yeah, you did.
Seems you were right initially, and Badger succeeded this time. But I think must be being witnessed. If anybody sees the path you're taking, you don't take it.
Oh, let us try to catch up with him. Close your eyes, if you will. Let's begin our ascend, or descend.
And I will close my eyes and start down.
Same.
Urfer?
I'm going to stay where I am.
All right. Nope, not that. Is it Big Stuff, Snorlax, or Space Chicken? I don't remember which.
Big stuff.
Okay.
Lawrence, what do I need to roll?
That'd be an investigation. Urfer, you stand there for 10 minutes, no sign or sound of your companions.
I guess they're right, and I'm going to close my eyes and walk 10 minutes down the stairs.
Alright, within 5 minutes, you find everybody in a small pile just shaking themselves loose. You narrowly avoid stepping on them all as you open your eyes and see your companions getting off the ground, standing in front of a large wooden door.
Right on. Good thought, gents.
I don't want to do that again.
I guess I had to physically close my eyes, considering I was blind the whole time.
I hadn't actually known if you had closed your eyes at all. I just merely thought I was guiding the blind continuously.
Alright, I'm going to open the door.
Alright, the door appears to be locked.
And all the looting, has anybody found a key? The door's locked.
I'm afraid I haven't.
There wasn't a key on Rurik, was there?
You didn't find one.
Nope.
I'll check Rurik one more time.
I will knock at the door.
A voice booms out. Yes? Who may I say is calling?
Oh, Lurch.
They call me Badger.
Of what tribe?
Malaki.
That is a goddess, not a tribe. Come back tomorrow.
What?
I tried.
Come back tomorrow.
I got nothing.
I'll knock next, I guess.
Yes? Who may I say is calling?
Trevok.
Of what tribe?
Of the dwarves.
The master does not feel like seeing a dwarf today. Come back tomorrow.
I shrug and turn to Baracus and Urfer.
I knock.
Yes? Who may I say is calling?
Varagus.
Of what tribe?
Teeth. Celestial.
What was that pause?
Yes, Chris. Yes.
Recent change. I'm now a Celestial.
Fascinating. The master may see you on the morrow.
I look forward to it.
Indeed. Have a pleasant day.
Night night. Hey, give Daddy a kiss. Penny.
Suppose all we can do is wait.
Yep.
What are we doing?
I guess try it again tomorrow. At least we'll see Baracus.
Guys, I feel like it's a puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you're the one that hasn't knocked, jackass.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out the puzzle before I knock.
I took it at face value. It's the way Baracus is.
Who do you guys think the master would like to see? Today.
That was a good pause. Today.
Well, it's a gnome tinkerer. Perhaps he would like to see his own kind. If it is, in fact, a tinkerer.
Wonder how involved Rorik was in all this. Belmar, how good's your impersonation?
Been a while since I've seen him, but it should be fair. He was my twin after all.
Wait, isn't the Lord of Fire in prison downstairs? Didn't he serve the Lord of Fire? He said release me. I'm assuming he's imprisoned.
It wasn't that guy that they served. Directly, anyway.
Directly, anyway.
There's an RP opportunity. No?
You've already
Maybe
got his
somebody wants to know about somebody's backstory. Or not.
I will knock.
Yes. Who may I say is calling?
Rurik Sigmus of the Cult of Eternal Flame.
Bah. The Master has given you what you asked for. He does not wish to see you ever again. Do not darken this doorstep. Have a good day.
I'll try knocking again.
So many visitors in one day. Who may I say is calling?
Belmar Sigmus.
Any relation to Rurik?
He was formerly my brother.
Interesting. Why are you calling?
To see the Master.
Yes, he's rather busy. Come back tomorrow. Have a nice day.
I feel like camp is going to be the test. That's just my opinion. Camping right here is going to be the test.
Sorry, what was that?
Camping right here, I feel, is going to be the test. Every answer has been come back on the morrow.
But what if tomorrow never comes? It's always a day away.
Tomorrow, I'll see ya. Tomorrow's a day away.
So once again,
it's either that or we just straight up start lying. See if we can guess someone that he wants to see today.
I have another idea, but I don't know if he'll talk to me a third time.
What's the door made out of?
It appears to be made of wood.
Wood. Dare we attempt to try to force our way in? Then again, forcing our way past obstacles hasn't been the smoothest option we've had in this place.
We could say we're Gizkathmat.
Somehow feel like that's a bad idea.
I'll knock a third time.
Yes. Who may I say is calling?
Belmar Sigmus, and I have come to free the Master.
I've already spoken to you, haven't I? And free the Master from what?
You spoke to me yesterday.
Has time passed so quickly?
It has.
I see. And what is this matter of freeing the Master? He is quite free, I assure you.
Oh, I misspoke. I need to speak with him. It is of an urgent matter.
Ah, I'm afraid he's in the midst of an experiment. Come back tomorrow.
It is about his experiment. I have the ingredients he needs.
One moment. You attempted to lie and to gain entry. That is quite rude. A shocking blast lashes out from the door, dealing 20 damage.
I tried. Well, he thinks it's tomorrow. Maybe Brackus can try again.
If he's still doing an experiment, perhaps we could be the subjects. Sort of a half-truth.
Yeah, Brackus growls at that comment.
Oh, backstory. Love it.
So you lied, so I don't know if the master told him the time difference, so I'm hesitant to re-lie.
It might have been about my ingredients lie. So
Could
many
have been
lies.
several lies.
Then perhaps Urfer should try, as he is not knocked today.
Nor yesterday.
I would love to see Dave pull this off. Just his abstract mind, like, got it.
There are a number of options.
The only thing I can think of is London.
I'm giving Dave an aneurysm.
I've been trying really hard not to RP.
Alright, I'll knock.
Yes. Who, may I say, is calling?
Your mother.
Excuse me. I ate my mother many centuries ago. That is quite rude. A blast of fire erupts from the doorway, dealing 15 points of damage.
Didn't take long, I bet she was huge.
Ooh, I have an idea. I'm gonna knock at the door.
Yes. Who, may I say, is calling?
I'm not gonna say anything.
I guess they've gone away.
Thought you would open it to check.
I follow up on that thought process and I knock again.
Yes. Who, may I say, is calling?
With no answer again. But I will back away from the door after I knock.
How rude. If you are still there, I will not take this kindly a third time.
I'm gonna take out my orb.
Okay.
Maybe we should all take out our orbs. We could charge them up.
Yeah, just form Captain Planet right here at the door.
It's a fantastic idea.
Except Haji lost our heart orb, so...
Yeah.
So many things wrong.
clear the door?
Who eats their mother?
Probably the same fucking toad creatures we fought earlier.
Oh, slods.
Everybody's clear of the door. Belmar, with your staff. Maybe knock again.
With my staff?
Yeah, that way you're not in direct contact with the door.
Not like it has reach.
I will rap or knock the door with my staff.
Yes. Who may I say is calling?
And I'm not going to say anything, and I'm going to back away.
The entire landing suddenly bursts with necrotic energy.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus. Sorry, guys.
Like,
Everybody give me a Constitution saving throw.
he specifically said, do not do it a third time, and you did it a third time.
I thought Adam was on this.
Literally. Literally. Do not do it a third time. Alright, I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to back away.
It's a 21.
Do I have to roll for this? Where am I?
Everybody. Everybody does.
Motherfucker. What's the
Trayvon.
save?
Constitution. Trayvon, you take no damage due to a nat 20.
Fucking 9.
Alright, everybody but Badger and Urfer, you take 21 points. Badger and Urfer, you take 42 points of damage.
I'm unconscious.
I'm not. That works.
Urfer drops.
What did you take damage from since resting?
The door twice.
Oh, right.
He said your mother first.
Right.
Oh, that'll teach these punks.
Door
Urfer, give me a death saving throw.
I'm going to rub a healing salve on him.
Should have given that ring to somebody, then they could transfuse you.
I got a 2.
You have one to the bad.
I'll cast Cure Wounds on Urfer.
Okay. Just saying if Belmar was going to let you die.
Oh, does the healing
Well,
salve
we
not work?
extended an olive branch. I'll take it.
Aww.
I was muted. I was going to rub a healing salve on Urver.
That's 7 health.
I'm at 7.
Alright, now that you're stable, how about we just take a long rest and wait till tomorrow, see what happens. We have plenty of food, we have plenty of water.
Alright.
You do have that. You're taking a long
I don't
rest?
know what to do, and he keeps telling us on the morrow, so anyone disagrees, feel free to voice.
Yeah,
This is
I'll give
just
it a shot.
the Canadian side of you trying to be civil.
I have no idea what to do. I'm frustrated with the puzzle. I don't know. I have zero inkling.
I have no other thoughts.
Yeah,
So is that
I'll
a
take
long rest, or are we doing something?
Long rest. I'm going to spend my hit die to heal myself up.
I guess I'm doing that.
I'm at full.
Yep, full.
Same.
Urfer?
Oh, man.
Dave might not make it back to full.
I'm waiting for Dave to be like, knock.
Your mother again. You said you didn't make your bed yesterday.
Every time he rolls, it sounds like a bowling ball. Just
Be impressive if he hit more than one pin each time.
51. Yeah, I got full.
All right, once we're complete, I will knock on the door.
Yes. Who may I say is calling?
It is Baragus. You said to come in the morrow. It is the morrow.
But I was told tomorrow was yesterday.
I believe you
I
punished the
believe
liar
you-
already.
I'm not aware that it was the same one. I seem to have missed your appointment. Come back tomorrow, perhaps? Have a nice day.
Wouldn't the master be interested in seeing the people that completed his puzzles up until now? I mean, we're at his doorstep.
What? Oh, you're still there. I thought I said have a nice day.
You did, but I just thought the master would like to meet the people that completed his puzzles.
Are you sure you would like that?
I look back to the party.
Yes.
I nod.
Very much so.
I will pencil you in then. Come back tomorrow.
All right, so we wait an hour and then we knock again. Tell him it's tomorrow.
No.
You got blasted for lying. We knocked and almost died. Dave almost died twice apart from that. Maybe we should just wait for the morrow this time.
I don't think we should wait for the morrow.
All these traps and puzzles, thwarted by a doorman. What are we doing?
I have an idea, but I'd be fine with waiting until tomorrow.
Well, at this point, my move is wait for tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. That's my vote.
How it works.
Alright. Stock another day's worth of rations and food then.
All right, we have several pounds of it.
Water as well.
No, I cast create water for everybody before.
Fair enough. Fair.
I mean,
It's beneficial to have a druid in this case, I guess.
we had just restocked them off, so.
All right, I knock again.
Yes? Who may I say is calling?
Brachus, it's tomorrow. Is the master ready?
Of what tribe?
The Celestials.
Here for our appointment.
And what is your purpose for your call today?
We've completed the master's puzzles. We seek our prize.
One moment. The master says no prize was promised.
Surely the master's congratulations is prize enough.
He does not take fondly to lick spittles. I advise you come back tomorrow with an attitude adjustment.
Break
Have
the
a
fucking
good
door.
day.
I'm gonna take a walk. I'll be right back.
I don't know what your plan is, Mike.
I'll get
Ken
it.
was fired up. Wow. I haven't seen him be like that in a while.
It's
I mean,
close. Maybe. What?
I'm knocking.
Yes? Who may I say is calling?
Belmar Cygnus.
Any relation to Rurik?
Yes, I am his brother.
The master has already given your cult what you needed. Come back another day.
I am not.
Have a nice one.
Oh, you want me to repeat that? Or was that just it?
I didn't hear you.
Oh, I am not a member.
What's that?
I am not part of the cult of eternal flame.
Oh. What do you call for today, then?
To see the master.
Yes, he has quite the busy schedule. I'll pencil you in. Come back tomorrow. Have a nice day.
Damn it. Yeah, my plan was to apologize to him, but insist to apologize in person. But he didn't seem to
You've got a limited window in which to say things,
Yeah.
and you've got an idea of the series of questions he's asking.
Okay.
You weren't necessarily on the wrong track in terms of who would he want to see. Perhaps maybe why he would want to see you. And lying isn't necessarily bad if you can fool
I
the
knock on the
gatekeeper.
door.
Yes. Who may I say is calling?
My name is Trevok
Of what tribe?
of the Dwarves. I heard the Master's running some experiments. I thought he might like another test subject.
You are volunteering?
I am.
Excellent. Please come in. The door creaks slowly open. Where is it? Revealing a large spherical body levitating in the air before the door. Great bulging eye sits above its wide, toothy maw, and smaller eye stalks crowning its body twist and turn.
Oh no.
It stares at you, smiling toothily. Please, experiments are always welcome. Enter. Behind him, you can catch sight of what looks to be large vials and chemical experiments, papers everywhere. The room itself seems to be an almost disorganized mess of mad experiments. In the far back of the room, you can see a small cowled figure bent over a table, madly scribbling something.
Turning back to the group, I will mouth sorry to Baracus. And then I will say aloud, "Let's go, experiments."
Oh, all of you are volunteering?
I'm going to say yes and give you a wild magic check. I managed to keep control. Yeah. And I
The
walk
massive
in.
eye flicks to each one of you looking for an affirmation.
I give an animalistic low growl.
That one seems quite feral.
You're agreeing to be a test subject, Dave.
Yep.
Most reluctant yep I've ever heard.
Do
The
I
eye
wanna
flicks to
read all
Belmar.
these terms and conditions? Accept.
I will nod.
Excellent. One of the eye stalks peers into the room, seems to beam some kind of ray, and 5 glowing blue collars float towards the beholder and float immediately before it. Please place these on. They are for control and monitoring to ensure we get all diagnostic information. Once you are safely contained, we will be able to begin. Be sure the Master thanks you for accepting this important role in his experiments.
Did you say beholder eye?
Yeah, it's a beholder.
Yeah.
Dave just went, what the fuck? Oh, that's funny.
Think we're strong enough to fight that?
Yeah, no, we're gonna have to be.
I was gonna say that.
Because we gotta kill this thing.
I'm not putting a control collar.
Yeah, I'm not putting a collar on me.
So this is
Noting your hesitation, are you unwilling to proceed?
I'm going to attack the boulder.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Yeah?
No, I'm trying to get
Just say no.
no. No, I'm not going to attack the boulder.
Wait, we rested, right? Our beholders.
Yeah, you're rested. But I'm not saying it's an impossible fight.
I'm hoping that someone's got an ace up their sleeve like Dave's banish.
I'm just saying there's also a cowled figure in the back, and if that's the master or if it's not the master, whoever's controlling all of this and captured an ancient red dragon and but if you want to attack,
No, I did that last time, and I got us in the trouble with the slots.
well, if you're not willing to put the collars on, I'll have to ask you to come back tomorrow. And the door swings shut.
So that's who would eat his mother.
Well, there are a few options I know you haven't tried. That would be in line with what you already have tried. Certain of you did one thing and some of you did not.
You mean the truth?
There are also other options available based off of prior events. Or you can come up with a creative solution.
I vote for creative, guys.
I'm not helping you with the creative.
I have no idea what your realm of creative
Alright.
is because you knocked and said your mother. So
I've got a point, Dave.
I'm going to knock.
Yes? Who may I say is calling?
Jeremiah Schneppen,
Of what tribe?
a forest gnome tribe.
Schneppen is your family name.
Indeed.
Is it perhaps a lineage of the Schnippel clan?
I'm not sure.
Interesting. One moment. Why are you calling today, may I ask?
To simply speak with the master.
Is that all? I've had a
Honestly-
lot of those such requests lately. An unusual number. I'm afraid the master is not available for simply speaking.
Honestly, I'm not quite sure. I just feel that fate has brought me here.
Ooh, a magical reason. Quite intriguing. Are you alone?
No,
Did you bring clan members with you?
no, simply friends.
The master bids me ask one more question. Would you attack family?
No, never.
Excellent. Your friends and you are granted guest right. Please, enter. And the door swings open, revealing the beholder toothily smiling once again. Welcome, Master Schnippen. Did I say that right?
Schneppen.
Schnappen, indeed. The master is quite eager to speak with you. He starts floating in the direction of the cowled figure, one eye stalk glancing over its shoulder to stare at you.
I follow.
I'll enter.
You have quite an intriguing name. The master is most curious to meet you. Are you sure you do not know the origins of your clan?
No, I do not.
Interesting. The float/walk to the cowled figure seems to take longer than your eyes would have said it would. However, after a few minutes, you find yourself standing near the cowled figure, appears to be writing over some kind of workbench. The creature turns, revealing a painted mask of a friendly gnomish face. A wheezing voice comes out from behind the mask. Ah, a descendant! Excellent!
A descendant of what?
Why, of mine! You're the progeny of my own loins, if my eyes do not mistake me. I admit I've had them replaced many a time, but they're rather proficient at this. I hope Jeremiah didn't give you much bother at the door.
Wait, Jeremiah is the beholder as well?
That your understanding of what he just said? Jeremiah, go back to the door. We may receive other guests. The beholder bobs and floats away. I call him that because it bothers him. It's hilarious.
I giggle.
The head bobs, clearly in some kind of silent chuckle, nodding at Urfer and Trevok when they laugh. Glad to see you all have a sense of humor. So, you enjoyed my temple?
Indeed.
Excellent. Not many have made it through, and it's hard to see anybody. I'd rather just contest where they are and how they've made it through. I would have let you in much easier if I'd realized you were a descendant of mine.
Okay.
Tell me, how does the family fare?
You want a full half?
I don't know.
What? What do you mean you don't know? Come, give me a drop of blood. Let us scry them. Let us see.
Clearly hesitant to do that.
He seems to not to notice as he walks over to a series of bubbling vials next to what looks to be a large summoning circle. As it moves, you can see the figure seems to be not only short, but also quite a bit bent at the back as well, lowering his height significantly for what he is. His head comes up to only a little over 2.5 feet.
Does he leave footprints?
On stone? No.
I didn't know if it was dusty. He's been here a while.
The place, it looks like a madhouse, but it's not dusty.
Okay.
You can hear sizzles, pops, random bolts of electricity, pots boiling over, pots, little tiny bottles exploding briefly. Like, all sorts of weird things are going on in here. As you get a better glance around the room, you can see a number of dissection tables of smaller beasts and a few larger skeletons modeled up to be in their living form. You can see a number of large vats in one corner, though the water or whatever liquid is inside is opaque. You catch the occasional glimpse of something moving within. He looks up as if just realizing you didn't follow him to the vials. What? Why the hesitation, good sir? We are family.
I know nothing about you. I was raised in the wild.
The wild? You mean you do not come from the clan protecting this place? I assumed they'd found no one worthy to send in, and that is why I've been alone for so many years.
No.
They must have moved on. How many years has it been, do you know?
I don't. I've simply been brought here in order to bring some balance to the other world.
Fascinating. Balance. Quite the term, that. Oh, how rude of me. I didn't introduce myself to your friends. Rumspickel, Littlebin, Schnipple, at your service. My friends call me Remy.
I'm going to extend my hand out to shake. Say, Baracus.
A pleasure, Baracus. A small, black-covered glove reaches out from beneath the robes and shakes your hand heartily. The hand beneath it, the least, feels rather withered and small.
Perception?
Sure. What are you trying to perceive?
His hand? Can I tell which direction the palm is facing?
Sure. Give me your perception.
18.
It appears to be facing the normal direction.
Okay.
And who are your other companions, dear nephew?
I give a salute. They call me Trevok.
A fine dwarf.
I give up.
A lot of that old stock.
Adam, were you going to say something else?
I was responding. I try to be to the dwarf comment, and then it was like that was.
I'm gonna bow and say, Arthur,
Arthur,
at your service.
I get a sense of some otherworldliness to you. Do you perhaps have some kind of pact with something?
I don't like to boast about my dwelling or dealings.
You should look into that weakness. A pact means you're reliant upon another. You should seek to develop power unto yourself. It will help you in your travels.
If I
But
may,
I suppose pacting with a stronger beast is not always an ill means to go.
if I may, did you build this temple?
Well, I had a number of elementals help along the way. And of course the clan pitched in quite a bit. And then of course my great machines. Sure, they're still out there. I'm sure you saw them on the way in.
And how are you still alive?
Not in there. I'm just...
He gives a little side motion where you'd assume somebody would be winking. That would be telling.
But we're friends here, right?
Of course. But some secrets aren't worth telling. Mind you, you all look hungry. Can I have some beverages brought out for you? Perhaps some small snacks?
What do you have?
Can I roll an insight?
Okay, what are you trying to determine?
I'm trying to discern if it's family or not.
Okay.
So what do you want? Insight, history.
Insight for you. Or you can do a history if you're trying to do it intellectually. Insight would be you're trying to use your physical observations. Your choice.
No, I'll go history.
The average lifespan of a gnome? 21. Alright, what's the average lifespan of a gnome? I want to see how many generations back this would be. Alright. That would be... You got a 21?
Yeah. 17, yep, 21.
Well, you have no knowledge of the Schneppel clan, or if you're an offshoot of it. You do know that the name has evolved slightly, as gnomes tend to adopt many a name and change them every now and then as the whim suits. It's not outside the realm of possibility that your clan may have. You do have recollection that your clan came from somewhere else before they found home in that forest. That's it.
I was wrong.
You were wrong. Wrong about what?
How long they live?
Mm.
But even so, he said he replaced his eyes several times, so if he is a gnome, it's fair to assume that he's exceeded the lifespan, or the natural lifespan.
With the magic and alchemy and whatnot going on, I'm figuring more of like a homunculi of sorts. As one of the primary destructors, I apologize for any damage caused to prior rooms we may have been in.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'll have some Modron summoned and they'll get it shipshape in no time. But your last friend did not introduce himself.
Is he referring to me?
You are the only one that didn't introduce himself.
Okay. I'll step forward. I prefer to introduce myself face to face.
And are we not face to face now?
I wouldn't say so, and I'll gesture to the mask.
Well, you see, I've got quite a bit of scarring, though it's quite rude of you to point that out.
I had no idea of any scarring, as I cannot see your face.
Well, why would a man wear a mask otherwise? My experiments sometimes get quite violent, and I've received a number of severe burns and scratches over the years.
Makes no difference to me. And I'll
But
gesture to
I'm
Rurik.
quite grotesque. I'd rather keep it on if it's all the same. And who are you again?
I am Belmar, brother of Rurik, and I'll gesture to Rurik, who I'm still carrying.
Oh, that lout. He was quite demanding last time I saw him. It's a pity he had to die, but it was inevitable with his path. He looks in our first direction. That is the fate of most who bind themselves to another being.
Yes, just hopefully, well, it's in a better place now.
Undoubtedly not. He swore himself to Imix. Imix burns all.
Mental note: look up Inix.
Or ask Belmar. Who immediately corrected your spelling.
At this point, I'm going to give a very broad grand narrative for after the incident we had at the beginning of the temple.
Dave's trying to remember what that is.
Yeah,
I assumed.
I completely forgot.
I almost killed you, or threatened to kill you.
Oh
drew
yeah,
my bow on you,
yeah, you were being dramatic.
or playing my character, but you know, potato, potato.
The figure lowers the small inset knife he'd raised, clearly in the hopes of drawing some blood from you. No, you don't wish to see your family then, child? Anywho, if that's not on your list, what drove you through such an ambitious puzzle such as I presented? What brings you here?
I always forget what it's called. Rakshasha. We came here in hunt of a Rakshasha.
Why on earth would you want to deal with a demon like that? They bring naught but chaos.
A spell ingredient.
Oh? You needed a Rakshasha as a spell ingredient? Intriguing. Do tell.
I don't know much more than that.
Well, in specific, we need its heart.
The heart of a Rakshasha. Interesting. For what purpose, though?
It's a component to a ritual spell that will rid our realm of a great darkness.
I see. What kind of darkness is that? One of the demonic lords, perhaps?
Lord of Shadow.
The Lord of Shadow, you say? And he's free upon the realm?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm trying not to jump in. I'm waiting for people.
Sorry. Yeah. He. That's safe to say. Or
How
fair to say.
abhorrent! And you think the heart of a Rakshasha will help?
It's the last ingredient that we were requested of.
May I ask what other ingredients you had to collect?
Hag's Eye, Wing Feather of a Diva, and Dragon Tooth.
Interesting. A bitch of the Fae, a wing of the Celestial, tooth of the great beast of this plane, and a Rakshasha of the Nether. Fascinating. Yes, I can see how that might work in a ritual. You'd be missing a component, though. You sure that's all you were gathering?
What is the last component?
Why, a true sacrifice.
Oh.
We talking like a lamb?
Is that in character, or are you just making a joke?
That was in character.
Thank you,
A
Steve.
lamb? No. A lamb does not have the sufficient soul. A true soul must be sacrificed, along with its life's blood, willingly given. If you
That
have
part.
the beast penned, I could see it working as a simple banishment. Otherwise, I would see that as perhaps a banishing enchantment of sorts. Though to cast a demon lord back, you'd have to be quite precise. Interesting. And which of you is to cast and sacrifice?
We were unaware of the sacrifice.
Really? Seems a bit foolhardy. The caster did not inform you.
I will shoot a glance at Veracus.
Told you guys he's not to be trusted. This is par for the course for him.
Interesting, interesting. And who is him?
The dwarf.
The mask turns to Trevok and then to Belmar.
I gotta roll to recall his name because I don't have that written down in this notebook.
Kalgaroth? Who's that?
That's the Demon Lord. Demon Lord Kalkrath, servant of Kor, Lord of Chaos, Shadow himself!
Granok von Ironbeard.
Is that it? Gronok?
Are Gronok still running around? Ironbeard clan? Bah. Maybe I should have left Grizz loose for a little longer. Could have taken care of that louty clan.
It's all the same. I'm still happy to see that Grizz is not, in fact, loose.
Bah. He's but a puppy.
Sure. Yes, puppy.
An ancient red dragon is a puppy?
Yes, I've got him quite tied up down below. It's quite hilarious when you think about it. He keeps this whole place running.
He's not happy.
With warmth, keeps the furnaces blowing, which makes all the mechanisms turn. It's hilarious. He hates it, of
Really?
course, which makes it funnier.
Yeah, he mentioned as such. A pox on our families and so forth.
If only I could get a bitch in for him to mate with. Those eggs would be priceless. You wouldn't happen to have one or know of a location. It'd be most helpful.
I'm afraid this is the first rat I've come across a known location of. Sorry.
Quite lucky that, I'd suppose, for you.
I'll keep my ear to the ground for it, though.
I'd appreciate that. Excellent. Oh, I have just the thing. He wanders over to a large pile of seemingly random items and pulls out what looks to be an ordinary twig. He walks over and hands it to Urfer. If you find one, just snap it and speak the location. I'd appreciate it.
All right.
Twig of communication.
Has Damaris been crushed yet? That'd be great to hear. I always hated them.
Nope.
No, a pity. Please, tell me more. What's going on in the world? It's been so long since I've been out.
There was a building war between three rulers claiming rightful rule, but that's kind of been put to the wayside as their whereabouts are unknown, and now the undead plague the lands.
3 claimants in Damaris?
No, I'm thinking Zathis, aren't I?
That'd be most unusual. They're rather ordered for what they are. That Cuthbert of theirs likes it that way.
Like, he's got to be a lich, right?
Jeremiah, bring some refreshments for our guests here. Yes, sir. One moment. Jeremiah comes floating over a few minutes later.
Sorry, put the headset down on top of the mouse, accidentally closed it.
We can stop here and come back next week. Or we can keep going, your call.
I just... yeah.
I'm just
I'm
confused.
very reserved.
Hmm.
Like, my character is, like, exploding at the seams, but very nervous based on everything we've encountered.
I'm just trying to get information.
Which is why, like, I want to make reference to the fact that my, like, Badger just seems to be lost in inner struggle.
So far, I've gotten at least 3 backstories into this temple, so I'm pretty happy right now.
Yeah.
Urfer's tough, though. So is Trevi.
I'd like to digest this week.
Okay.
Visit next
We can
week.
call it there. That's not a problem. It's 10:30. It's past our normal stop time, anyways. But yeah, when you're like, I attacked the beholder, it's like, "Yee!"
Thank you for that. I appreciate the tip off because
I'm like, not only are we in its lair, but it does have a higher CR than you guys, and it's a fucking beholder, and you have whatever guy is running this place somewhere, as well as, for all you know, this other coward figure, if they're not one and the same.
And where the fuck is the Rakshasha?
Good question, isn't it?
I still think this is the Rakshasha, but maybe not. Why would a shapeshifter
Yeah,
wear
Belmar's being all rude.
see, I thought it was the Rakshasha, but now that we're hearing about
Well, even if it's shapeshifted, the hands are inverted, right?
No. It shapeshifts. It's only inverted when it's in its natural state, right?
Right.
My understanding. Oh wow.
yeah.
Why do I have that like stuck in my head?
That it can shapeshift to anything, but its hands will always be inverted.
Yeah. Why did I stick with that?
I don't know, I kept I was confused. I was like, why is he checking the hands?
I thought the hands were always inverted. I thought that was a big thing. Whatever. I'm an idiot. I misconstrue things a lot.
Dude, no. Stop talking like that.
Do we get any experience today?
You want experience after all of this?
Yep.
Jeez.
So greedy, I know.
I don't expect experience, much like I don't expect an answer to the question I asked you about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, I just saw that.
It's all right. Next time.
Okay.
All right.
What's everyone else at?
I'm way behind you guys, so.